What's up, Girth Gang? Duckbricks here, coming in, not live this time, to ACOB. I really wish I could have been there live tonight, but unfortunately some last-minute travel came up, so can't be there, but sending in my well wishes. Well, this is just a big celebration because I had no idea that when Sean randomly messaged me and was like, hey, do you want to record a rap verse? Of course, Duckbricks, always. The answer is yes. He always takes the challenge. But what I did not know was that it would turn into one of the craziest experiences of my life. To going up on stage with one of my favorite bands when I was growing up as a kid, The Fold, performing it live at Brickworld Chicago, that was honestly legendary. And what's even more legendary, well, maybe not quite as legendary, but close, is that this experience has been commemorated in something pretty special. Now, I haven't seen the final version yet, but rumor has it, some special item is about to be revealed on stream, and I personally can't wait to see it. I know I'll be tuning in, even remotely. So, huge congrats, and thank you to the boys from ACOB. This has been one of the coolest opportunities ever, and let's see what Sean and Brent are cooking up at ACOB.
Hello guys, Brooklyn here, and today we are back with a huge leak as the ACOB boys are back with their second set, the Boxer Boys Live, which is covered immediately. The set recreates ACOB and LEGO Masters Duckbricks' epic onstage performance at Brickworld 2024. In terms of the set details, the Heater 21 Plus set will come with 3 minifigures, including the Bricklicker impersonator himself, Brent's Bricks, the iconic Sean the Right Way, and the incomparable Duckbricks. The set number is 6152024, of course that being the date of the concert, but that's all, as the set will also include some amazing features like the Boxer Boys playset tile, the printed ACOB and Boxer Boys backdrop tiles, the Brickworld brick, and even more stuff like the concert stage, lights, microphone, and so much more. The second ACOB UGS set, Ultimate Girth Series, is going to be up for pre-order on April 10th during the ACOB stream, and I've also just heard another leak that there's a rumour of another randomly inserted Chase minifigure similar to the last year's Full Price Jones, and also a free-tiered GWP system is also likely. That all sounds pretty incredible, but remember guys, keep clicking. I'm Brecken. I'll see you all later guys. Bye bye.
Got him again.
It was almost as dope as the first time. Oh my god, if not better.
You were less shocked.
Well,
what is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I'm one of your hosts around here, Sean the Right Way, and joining me, as always, is the newly minted best brick clicker impersonator, Brent from Brent's Bricks.
that was amazing. Speechless even though.
And of course, on a special night like tonight, we got to welcome the one and only, the creator of these wonderful events and sets and opportunities. We're talking about Studlake, yeah.
What's up, boys? The creator.
And tonight we're going to be revealing fully the brand new ACOB UGS set because we are a couple of brickheads.
That was the most fire intro we've had in a while. Yeah. I went a little early. Yeah.
Bounce. We had to slap him with the back-to-back, Brent, you know.
Of course.
It is a couple of brickheads coming to you live as live gets, April 10th, 2025. I'm sure we will have a very specific update as to the amount of days till Brickworld provided by our friend Ostiff. But I think with tonight, we've been talking about it. It's been swelling up. Brent, Brickworld season is officially upon us. I kind of like this as the kickoff of like shit's getting real.
It's getting close quick, yeah. I need to start saving some money.
Yeah.
A little behind on that.
Lake, more stressful, less stressful than last time, piecing this all together? You had the experience. You were busier this time around. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know a little bit more what I'm doing this time around, so that helps. But yeah, every week, Austin posting how many days are left. It seems like it's coming faster and faster, much faster than last year. So that part of
yeah.
it is stressful. But now that we're
What do
here,
you mean? It
we've
wasn't
got-
150 days? Like
I know
2 days
it
ago?
was literally just like 180. We were halfway there, and here we are 2 months out already. But now that we're to today, we got to today, the pre-order day. I feel good about that. So now is when stuff can start moving. So feeling good.
There you go. We cannot wait to show you guys this set. Brent, you've seen it. No spoilers. Describe it without saying anything, but what do you how you feeling about it?
Describe it without saying anything.
Anything? I'm sorry, any spoilers. Just make faces. I don't know.
Pretend you're a LAN member talking about the next UCS. set.
Mind the
Oh
set.
wait. Here, I'll do it.
What?
I'll do it. You ready? It's been a while since an impersonation. All right, guys, I don't know what's in this box, and I'm not allowed to tell you. But I just got sent something from the the Boys Ambassador Network. I'm gonna open this. I can't show you, and I can't like tell you what I'm seeing, but I am gonna let you see my reaction. Hold on, wait. All right, ready? This is so sick. I can't wait till you guys can see it. I mean, I'm gonna build it and enjoy it and like experience it and have a great time with it. You guys gotta wait. I'm gonna just have a great time.
It is
with
a bit
this
of a
and,
city impression.
Tune back in. I wasn't going for city.
Shout out to City.
Tremendous.
I swear to God, I was trying to just be a generic LAN member. I mean, band member.
No, that's funny.
If I
Love it.
could, hey,
No,
you guys,
believe me,
you guys know
he
me.
would love
You
to
guys
show
know
you
me with
everything.
the impressions. If I was doing a Cristo impersonation, I would have ended it with because, and then there you go. I'd have put some more. Would have
So you can
put
get
some
the
more.
loop, so you can catch the loop.
Well, no, I was literally going for
Shy
generic.
likes it.
You guys
You
know
hit Shy in the right spot.
if I want to really do an
Shy's
impression
in the
of
building.
someone directly, I will.
Shy knows
I was-
everything.
I was just being generic LAN member there.
Generic sounds bad. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You guys are gonna get me in trouble. Cristo, I meant no harm by that.
Random. Damn, yeah, he went hard. Yeah.
I was being a band member.
We should have
all
let
right?
you. Well, you right. We should have. You know, what we should have done like just keep it clean. Like he could say he's looking at the new our new set.
We should have. That should have been the third feature. We had Duck, and then we had Brick Clicker. We should have had Cristo come in,
General Eric
act
Land
like
member.
he's looking
There you
at
go.
it in the box.
But everybody, welcome the goat. Shy, let's get those goats in the chat. Sean's impression of Duck is what I'm here for. Do I do a duck? I don't
I mean,
remember.
you've done ducks a little bit here and there.
I feel like yours
Just
is better.
when you're like telling stories.
Yeah. Give us the one about when Doug.
When
if
you're
he was
like-
kicked out of LAN, what would happen? What would he say?
Hey,
I like that one.
I can't believe it. I was kicked out. Okay, yeah, I remember doing something. All right, I've had 2 beers.
No,
so
I just
yeah.
love he'll just be like when he asked him to do you think you want to perform it on stage? He's like, of course, I'm Duck Bricks. I'll do anything. I'm crazy.
I'm easy. You know the
Great.
duck will show up.
I'm crazy. That's the one Sean
I'm
always says. He's like, I'm
belabored
crazy. I'll
with
do
my
anything.
breath than he is. He's a lot faster. But
Shout out to Duck for being in the intro
Yeah.
too.
first of all,
I don't want to overshadow Ducks.
we went right into the clicker. You're right, but
And the
Duck,
clicker was great, but no, I don't want to overshadow Duck. That was
Duck
fantastic.
is the goat for that.
That was
Duck
amazing.
was scheduled tonight. Got called into a work thing. He was literally try to explain to you guys. I think you guys all know he's a busy guy. He was driving to the airport, and he's like, "Here, at least I can do is shoot a video." And I was like, "Yeah, just walk through from, soup to nuts, beginning to end, your whole involvement with this thing." And I thought he did a nice job in like a minute. He's like, "Sean called me and said do a verse." I said, "Okay."
Oh no, the
That was
recap.
kinda
The
fun.
recap was fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
well, that's how it was with. I mean, like,
Oh, look, City's here. City, rewind a little bit. Brent did
City,
an
did you
impression
just
of
now?
your-
It was unintentional. I was acting like a band member / LAN member, and then people started saying that I was doing a U impression, but it was not intentional.
City, I won't spoil it, but it's when you like. Well, yeah, I can't. Just watch it. It's pretty funny.
Sean told me, yeah, just you'll see it all happen. I don't know why we don't have to re-explain.
Wow. Siri just went nuts on me. But yeah, guys, 131 of you here in the Girth Gang, and I don't want to waste too much time with chit chat because as I understand it, I want to give a huge shout out. I'm looking directly into the lens. I know a lot of the UK boys, and not even just UK boys, but we've got some bearded individuals and folks from all over the world wanting to get this on the road. So we'll stop posturing and we'll get going. But we are going to walk through real quickly what you'll be getting. Obviously, sure, you could rush, add to cart and all that, but we want to show you the full set and some of the bonuses Lake has designed for everybody. We're just really excited about it. Anything else we want to tee up before we get into reviewing the set or unveiling the full set at this point?
Let's jump into it.
I think we're ready. I think the boys are ready. Coop.
one super for the transition. Kevin, the Canadian 20 doll hairs, says,
hey,
he won the rare Quags Givey on the 5K stream. It arrived this week. Shout out to Lake
nice,
and his brother. Now I need more figs. To be specific, he needs this.
I got heaters to the left, heaters to the right. When I fix the Joker hippo, I'ma party all night. But never in my life, did I ever have a set that I wanna make my wife. Don't want no house, don't want no kids. All you gotta give me is 40 fucking figs. 40 fucking figs, 40 fucking figs. I even do a bid for 40 fucking figs. Dear Lordy, my body needs the 40. 40 fucking figs, 40 fucking figs.
There it is. All right, now we're
such
ready.
a vibe.
We needed that. Like it's like the most banging elevator. I still think it's elevator music, but it's got a little stank.
It's the flute or synth or whatever's in there, kind of
so
does
good.
it. I love that one though.
You seen
No,
SNL where they talk about the rappers need their weird little flute? That's
you gotta have something in there.
it's a really
Well,
fun
there was
thing.
a time period from like 2017 to 2019 where
Future,
every Future song and like
Mhm.
Kodak Black song and like every beat was like had a flute in it. It was a cool era there for a second. Uh-oh. When this music comes on, you know something about to happen.
All right, boy. So here it is. It is time to unveil our latest drop, again brought to you exclusively by Studlake and Matte Black Bricks. This is the 2025 ACOB UGS Ultimate Girth Series set for the Brick World drop. If you're going to Brick World, you can order it. Make sure you select that in the cart that you want to pick up. We will be having an even bigger launch party than last year. You guys know we always step it up every year. It's a personal challenge. If you're going, cool. But for those ordering, still going to take care of you. You're still going to get the same TLC and all that. And we hope to see you in 26, but you're still part of it all, ordering at home, of course. But let's get into it here. Boom.
Ooh. Oh, I should have had the shades down to give it the.
All right, here it is. Box of Boys
Dude.
Live, the set. This set, it just seemed pretty obvious. I don't even know. I think Lake and I just gave like a virtual head nod. I think he brought it up. I brought it up.
We all kind of knew this was going to be
We
the
all
next
kinda
one
knew
between
if
the
you're
three of
following-
us. I mean,
Yeah,
Didn't take much discussion. It's like, yeah, this just makes
it
sense.
was like, yeah, that's definitely probably what we're doing.
this is the set for this year. Yeah, so you guys know how much Brick World means to us. You know how much making the music video and then it is a Target exclusive.
Gender.
But I just think it's interesting. We made the song, we kind of called the shot and said, what if we could do this on stage? I think it did start, Brent, as a rap battle challenge, but then it kind of got molded into the backstory is insane on this. And so I don't know. Brent, your thoughts on this? I mean, it seemed pretty obvious to you as well. I mean, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it, obviously I feel like something is a great idea when everybody is kind of on the same page about it before you even have the conversation.
Nobody was like, oh, what about, there was no option to.
Yeah, literally there was no plan B. Like this was definitely what we were going to do. Man, I just think too that like the 3 figs aspect, like the fact that we got Duck in there, like I was super jealous that I couldn't get a Duck fig last year, because like when he had them, they were just freaking, dude, they were like gone by like the second day he was there. So sick to get a Duck fig. It's crazy. I'm like looking at this like, like I'm not also in the set, like just from like I hate to say a fan's perspective, but
I'm a fan of it. I get it.
A consumer's perspective. I'm looking at this like, dude, I can't like
Everybody,
getting a Duck in there is
on something.
awesome.
I want everybody to know that we're equally as stoked, if not more so, to get our hands on this than anybody else that's getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Lake, walk us through some of the particulars on this slide here, sir.
Yeah.
Any other little anecdotes you want to share too, man, along the way? This looks amazing, dude. Seriously, this is crazy.
I mean, so obviously last year we took a lot of inspiration from current style arts that you might see elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I wanted to switch it up just a little bit. So we kind of look back at the
20th anniversary series,
the past type of box arts, and kind of melded a bunch of them together there, and this is what we came out with. But yeah, I mean, I think this came out really clean. I'm extremely happy with it. As far as the set goes, I mean, it came together quite easily. Yeah, that's funny, City. We would never. we would never. But but no. I mean, adding in a 3rd fig this year. We had 2 last year. If you were lucky enough, you got 3 last year. But we had the 2 figs last year. We're adding in a 3rd figure this year, so that's cool. Getting closer to that 4. That classic 4 that's supposed to be in a box of boys. So that's
next year. There's gonna be
who knows. Who knows, man?
Here's what's gonna be next year.
Somebody said they want the Rennie elevator. That'd be a good set.
Oh my god, I'm gonna. That's a great idea, actually. Fucking bookmark that. But no, I'm just gonna say here's the leak for next year. Not the leak of the set, but the 4th fig next year is gonna be a studlake fig, but it's actually just gonna be an Austin Reeves minifigure.
That'd be sick, man. We'll see what comes of that Nike partnership. Who knows? Who knows what they're gonna be putting out there?
When we get you in a set,
Sean
I swear we gotta
for flip flops. That's true. Well, guys, we're trying to keep it reasonable for the boys. So
we gotta get Lake wearing like a Lakers Reeves jersey when he gets into a
Kobe.
set. Yeah, dude. The
the
white
Chase
mamba
fig should be a Rennie spouse. I'm glad everybody get your guesses out as to what it is.
An elevator set idea is crazy.
It's wild. All right,
it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I will
we'll
call
go through
out.
some of the
We got
particulars.
we got the sticker on the left there, just above the UGS logo. So that'll be the just like last year. We'll have a special sticker on there for those who are getting it at Brick World, just to denote the difference between those two. So you're gonna get that as an add-on if you're picking up in person. We got lots of custom prints this year. We had 3 last year. This year I think we're up near 11 total. It's quite a few, and all the printing on the figs is custom. We got to wait for that, Brennan. That's a secret.
If somebody can guess the password, we won't. We will allow the sale to take place. It's not completely crazy. You guys.
It's not. It's it'd be tough to piece it together.
It's something
I'd be
important to
impressed.
the show and some numbers. So if
And again, we have
somebody-
the 21 plus there again this year. Set number this year, we went with the date that the concert took place last year to commemorate that. And of course, we got our UGS logo out front, Ultimate Girth Series.
I love that freaking Break Clicker said that too. That's amazing.
Part of the ultimate Goth series. You have to do it, Brent. I can't.
And remember,
then,
guys, keep clicking.
We'll just like our normal drops, USA, UK, Canada, you guys are open for shipping. Australia, anybody out there, DM me on Instagram. I'll get you taken care of.
Bearded next year, bearded, you pick it up in person. Dude,
exactly.
Right?
We're not going to give you the shipping option in Australia next year. You have to come pick it up in person. That's how we're going to motivate you.
Yeah, we're gonna scalp it to you next year. All right.
But when you check out,
We'll put it in
again,
Kmart. We'll do
just-
a Kmart Australia exclusive.
just take a peek when you're checking out at that shipping option. I'm assuming it's going to default to the free pickup in person option. So if you need those shipped, make sure you're selecting that option.
All right, let's get into the G Dubs, Lake. If you order one,
that's my favorite part.
What do you get?
All right, so we're going with the collectible concert ticket here.
Nice.
Figured that was kind of a fun thing to include. I remember buying my ticket last year to the concert. Didn't quite look this cool, but this is an artistic rendition.
Brent, did you even? I didn't. We were there already. I don't know who's watching.
I had to buy a physical one. I didn't get mine online beforehand.
You didn't get an $80 digital ticket. All right.
But these will be numbered too. I think it just makes sense to match up the numbers that are on the tickets with the numbers that are on the sets themselves. So you'll have those to match.
The password is in fact Targ's mom's dinos. That's
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Try it. No, this looks amazing. Brent, as we were sailing through, I mean, I didn't even think to grab even, obviously we're not going to pay to be in it. We were in the show, but like that would have been cool to actually have a ticket from this. Did it even cross your mind, Brent? Maybe.
No, because honestly, like I go to a ton of concerts now and I'm just so used to like the era of getting a ticket being completely gone. Which
Digital, you mean? Yeah.
that's what makes this so much cooler to have something like this. Honestly, that's sick. But yeah, no, I mean, I got a fold shirt, and that's my new, because it's weird. I used to not, like, I saw Mac Miller 5 times in concert and I never bought a shirt, but like I still have like a couple of the tickets, and obviously like I got a picture with him because I did some meet and greets. But like anymore, it's all digital, so I always try to buy a shirt when I go to concerts. So I did get a fold shirt, and like I always get like a Kid Leroy shirt when I go to his shows and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I mean, bring back physical tickets. I know they still exist, but like I feel like they're way less common. So this is sick.
All right.
Ooh.
Now this is a heater.
This is a nice one.
You get 2 of the sets. You're guaranteed the ticket. You get 2. You get everything below, right? So you get 2 tickets.
Yep.
And 1 band torso with the order of 2 sets. I am salivating at this band torso. I want it.
It's so simple, but it's so cool.
It's so hard. Everybody's like,
so good.
It's like, oh shit, now we're in for 2. Sorry, guys. this is Lake, man. I know.
Hey, it's not the top tier. It's not the top tier. It could be worse.
Oh god, Brent just dropped his whole situation.
Sorry, give me a sec. Got excited over here.
I think 2 is reasonable for this. 2 last year we did what? We did the brick badge / minifig stand last year.
Yep.
So we'll go torso this year. But yeah, like I said, simple, makes sense. I mean, the band shirts have been out there to those who have gotten them.
Jander, and you get 1 torso with 2 orders, just to be clear. Yeah. You get one band torso, and then you'll get two of the concert tickets. Can you just open it up already? We're getting there. Brent's is his mic working? Not sure.
I'm back. Sorry, I was so excited about that torso. I just completely went crazy on my setup here.
Play the Brent song. All right.
Remember that night?
Year number 3 for the hardcores. Now, like I just want to tell you, the creativity involved of you making tier 3 a little more is a little more easier to achieve some guarantees this year than last year. So I think this was a strong move, and we'll open it up to tier 3. And there it is. There's the reveal. This is you pre-order 3 sets, you get a 5% discount off the whole order, and you get a guaranteed stealth Mark Chase figure.
Stealth.
This is the first time Brent's like really taking it in.
Stealth Mark, dude. Yes.
So if you guys are watching the show week to week, just a legendary story of Mark just trying to be undercover and not be bothered and asked a bunch of questions and just wanting to hang with the boys.
Stealth
And
Mark.
He posted up on a poll.
We're getting him one of these figs, right?
He's wearing an outfit just like this, and he looks up and goes, "Hey, Sean, come here. I'm a big fan." And I walk over. He goes, "Hey, it's me." It's just like the craziest thing ever. He's like, "Where are we going? I need a drink." That is like, what the figure is.
Behind like a pillar. Like,
yeah, he was like behind
Sean,
a pillar.
I love the show.
Hey Sean,
like,
that's what it was. He goes, "Sean, I love the show. Come here." I go, "What?"
You're like, huh?
He goes, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I need a drink. Anyways, we had to make a figure of that. Now, this is not the only way that you can get the Mark. Tell them the deals. Tell them the deal.
So last year we had the FPJ, right? 1 in 10. It was low odds, but there were still odds that you would get it. So you threw out I think it was you actually, Sean, that threw out the crazy idea of if you're gonna buy 10, we'll guarantee you the FPJ.
It was rich.
Nobody would do that, right?
Yeah.
2 people did it. None of us could believe that. But really, at Brick World last year, I think 2 were pulled in person, which was cool.
Shout out to Nicole, Girl Brick Salon, who pulled it.
She pulled one.
Pulled it
on. We're all
like
sitting there.
And like, just to
on the
make it
legendary
clear,
Saturday night, we're all
Blake,
chilling.
that was not fixed. That was
No,
not.
she got hers late. She was one of the last ones to grab hers still.
Yeah.
So this year, increased those odds by quite a bit. Now, I mean, if you order 3, you're going to get one. So our odds are, in fact, 1 in 3 sets will have Stealth Mark in there. So hopefully we'll see a lot more pulled in person at Brick World. A lot more of you out there will get one.
There you go. So just to reiterate, guys, you're guaranteed at least 1 if you order 3.
Yep.
You could get more than 1 because he's going to randomize, shake them up, ship the boxes. Now, some of them will be designated. Definitely have Mark to make sure that you get one.
If you buy 3, I will denote which one has Mark on it as well.
Okay.
Just so that we're not out there playing that game. Because I get it.
If you, and if you, so 1 out of every 3 of you are getting one, even if you get 1 set, which again, super gracious. Getting 1.
There's your 4th fig. There's your 4th fig right there. That's your box of boys.
There you go. Oh, I like that. Yeah. So you round it out like a battle pack officially now.
And then we got the 5% discount on there. Like Sean said 1,000 times, we're definitely not getting rich on this. At 3, we can afford that 5%. That'll be automatically added at checkout, and then every set, if you ordered 4, it would auto apply to those 4. So
I like this Jedi Master. He's thinking smart here. He goes, buy 3, you build the UCS stage.
There you go.
Of the UGS.
Hey, here was my idea. Now, maybe it's not that cool of an idea, but I think it's kind of cool. A lot of people have sig figs, right? They bring a lot of sig figs to Chicago. A lot of people were at that concert last year. Imagine like a community made mock where like we build the set and people just keep adding their sig figs onto like a couple big base plates in front of the set, and we create the full concert setting.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of sick.
No, for sure. Yeah, we definitely, there could be expansion packs in the future. So
it'd be pretty dope.
Guys, don't miss out. And that is something. Like, we do want to reward early adopters. So there is going to be some stuff where, you may in the future, you may want to have the previous stuff. Trust me. For example, Advent, those of you guys that got in on that early. If we do something like that again, now you don't have to go back in time and figure it out. So Anthony says, hey, Mark, looking forward to meeting you. Haha. Mark says, hopefully you can find me. He was very undercover. Want a Stealth Mark army.
Oh God.
But I'm glad to see you guys are appreciating that this is, I mean, dude, it's a Brick World set. Mark was gracious enough to be cool with us using the likeness and everything for Brick World. So we appreciate it. And this wasn't, contingent on anything, but I thought, man, again, this was pretty obvious. This was like, what we need to do? We need to make that Mark figure of that night we're all talking about.
Yeah.
Where he was just trying to get away from people asking him 90,000.
That, or would have been really sick if it was a like a P&G rolling up with a cooler and a pizza box in his hand. It'd be kind of sick.
Oh, we need that too.
That would be sick.
There's so many that we need. 500
500
marks.
Tyler with
marks.
the briefcase or with the suitcase.
Someone's gonna build stealth marks like they're shadow troopers.
Oh
god. Now, and Lake does guarantee you won't be able to see it because he's got black pants on, but there is in fact a knee brace under one of those pant legs. So it's just, it's not going to show up. All right. Last but not least.
that picture looks nice. You can really
So
see
good.
it all.
Here's the price, boys. $79.99.
Okay, that was gonna be my guess.
11 custom printed parts. It is numbered. We need to sell at least 100 of them to get this produced. If we do not reach 100 for some reason, you will be immediately refunded. No fees, no nothing. But not to be, I don't know, but we're pretty comfortable thinking we're going to move at least 100. So very low risk. We will refund you immediately if something goes sideways, but we need to sell at least 100 just to break even.
Last year we sold 135.
Be cool to break that record this
we
year.
hit that last year. We'll see what we do this year. Last year set was 70. We're up to 80 this year, but like I said, we had 3 prints last year, 2 figs.
Oh wait, can I do the news? Like inflation, tariff.
That too, tariffs. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff affecting this.
Well,
so
I mean,
yeah,
if you-
$10 bump isn't too horrible.
You think about 3 figs. I mean, like 3 custom figs. Like, I mean, what you just think of the average cost of, when you get a sig fig from somebody. I feel like it's around the realm of $15 to $20. So I mean, there's your value in figs right there, and then like the build is pretty substantial. I mean, especially being like all one, and the amount of custom prints is crazy, actually.
Yeah, so I will say, I got 11 custom printed elements on there. There's more pieces that are printed than that because that backdrop, those 2x2 tiles, that's 10 prints right there.
Yeah.
All the torsos, all the heads, the box of boys tile there, and then
in the back,
to the back of the box.
I remember literally saying, I think I said it. Obviously, we weren't talking about it or no, we did talk about it last week when we teased it. When I looked at like my torso, I was like, if there's a Jones on the back of that, it's freaking over. I think because of that, I think my fig's the best. I mean, tell us in chat who's got the best fig.
No, Brent's got the best fig.
I mean,
there it is.
aside
guys.
from Stealth
Zoom
Mark,
in if
aside
you're
from
on
Stealth Mark,
mobile. If you have a big
obviously-
screen, you could see it easily. But Brent,
It's the moment where I'm pointing at the back of my
Brent is
jersey.
turned
when
around
Duck is rapping
as
full
Duck-
price Jones.
as Duck is saying, I'm going full price Jones. Brent had the wherewithal to turn around, thumb it to the back to show the jersey that said Jones on the back.
Yes, sir.
We did put a dollar sign in. I think it makes more sense there. In hindsight, I wish we did that. We did do it too in the live performance, but I think it's this makes more sense for sure because it's full price Jones with the money. So we are calling back full price Jones from the last set. Brent, walk me through that moment. Were you planning that or you just felt it?
Dude, I literally felt it. I did not plan that whatsoever.
You knew it was on your back though.
Yeah, I knew it was on my back. And honestly, dude, like I was just, when we got that shit, yeah, that's right, City. No stickers on this, John. Got to be a D1B. But no, like, I mean, just when we got that shipment of stuff, shout out to Tyler for, and Stud City, or Stud Sidious.
Not yet.
Yeah, no sound break yet. But no, I was just so hyped on that jersey. And like when we got all that ACOB merch to rock that week, fresh off the shipment, fresh out of the package, I was just so stoked on that jersey, man. And like I just knew as soon as I got that jersey and put it on, I was like, this is what I'm wearing on stage right here. This jersey, 100,000%. I'm wearing this freaking jersey again, like on stage. And dude, yeah, I didn't even think about it, but I just, that's literally like, because I've heard the song so many times, like I knew he was about to say his full price Jones part, and I guess just like right there in the moment, I just did it. I don't know.
Is
Legendary.
the mic on in this set? Nice, Steezy.
Yeah, is the mic on?
A couple of them, mine isn't. That would have been a. We should have had tech diffs on my mic there. Like that would have been funny. When does it go on clearance? Never. There's no clearance.
Now, in terms of accuracy, is there only 2 microphone pieces?
There's only 2 microphone pieces.
And that's because there's
you
your
were
nod.
passing the mic.
Well,
Though.
hey, sorry, excuse me. There's your nod to that piece of lore right there. Because we only had 2 mics, and it was because I believe I had a mic the whole time.
You
I
did.
think
Yeah.
I had a mic the whole time, and it was
Yep.
Sean
I
who
did my
passed it to
opening
Doug.
verse. I handed
Yeah.
it to Duck. He did his
Yeah.
thing, and he shut it off and handed it to me. That is what happened.
But I love that because see, we thought about the we Studlake, Matt Black Bricks, all thought about this, and because we could have put a mic in each one of the Figs' hands, but because there's only 2, it kind of alludes to that moment right there. So there you go. There's your Easter egg. One of your Easter eggs that's been pointed out there.
Dude, Barley, thank you, man. Take it away, Brent.
Oh, sorry. Let me blow up the screen here. I'm getting old. I can't read. Hot take, but I'm more
Fresh
excited for the
30.
set than the May 4th clone GWP. Hey, I mean, I gotta say, like, I would say maybe equal excitement. No, I'm more excited for this too. But I mean,
It wasn't a
clone,
flex. It fucked me up, PNG. What are you talking
that
about?
clone that clone GWP is going to be pretty sick. So that's a pretty high compliment saying that you're more excited for this. I mean, I'm more excited for this too. I'm in it, but I mean, still, hell yeah.
Like, give them the information on the timing of this. Again, we are not. Look, we heard you guys on the first one. We didn't set like a hard sellout number. We're not only making a certain amount. We are giving a window to order this. Tell them the
Yeah,
date.
so basically, I mean, you saw it, we're like 60 days out from Brickworld, so it's go time now. So I think last year we did it for like a week. We're looking at probably the same this year. We plan on having this open for a week, so everyone can get their orders in. And that's mainly so that we know what we need for numbers, because we need to know what's being ordered, so that if 100 are sold, I have 100 of everything. If 130 are sold, then I have 130 of everything. So I get paydays and stuff waiting for that. But as soon as we're able to, please get those in so that we can get everything rolling, and we're good to go. Like we said before, we had basically nothing left over last year. I believe I was able to sell 2 extra last year to Pockets Master snagged one, and Josh Build stuff. Those 2 were able to grab one after, and we were out.
And like, this is not hyperbole. If you had, I mean, we'll get another expert in here that knows a lot about like aftermarket stuff. But welcome to the show.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
Our friend Tyler from Life Bricks. Tyler, you were around for a lot of this when we were at Brickworld that you personally saw. Oh, he's still fingering things. What are you doing? Tyler, can you hear us? Tyler? All right. Well, let him.
I think he's getting it figured out still.
He's really having some alone time there. Tyler, can you hear us? Does vertical help? Hello. All right. Did he just like zone out into Jedi mode there?
I
He
don't
kind of
know.
looked like,
I think we need it. We need
like the blind Jedi from Rogue One.
I think we need to go ahead and release this, though. I think people are getting
God,
antsy
yeah.
here. So
All
let's.
You want to count it down?
Why don't you count it down while I find my button?
All right. What type of number do you need?
I need a 5 count here. All right.
All right. Tell me when you find the button.
All right. Gotcha.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Box of Boys live. And again, we appreciate your support. We really hope this gets made, dude. It's just all out of love. I swear. I promise. Whatever you need me to say or do. This is purely just to do this for fun. Nobody is making a ton. We sold it for the absolute cheapest we can. I hope you guys love it. And what I was going to say, sorry, one more thing. Sorry, small. I wanted Tyler to give his expertise, but Lake, honestly, when we were there, rough estimate, how many people said, how many more do you have when we were at Brickworld? Like rough estimate said, I would buy one.
Easily could have sold 10, 15 more, like 1,000%. I would have had no problems doing that just at Brickworld alone, let alone after the fact getting DMs asking about
that
it.
Pushes that number up to 25,
probably
30.
25, 30.
Yeah. So get it while you can, guys. It's we do this once a year to this degree, and we appreciate it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy.
Right,
we know who got it.
We should be live.
Also, Lake, a note about shipping as far as when orders come in.
Yes, we're gonna ship. So we're gonna do our release at Brickworld, right? In person. Everyone there gets them first. Cooper, the chase fig odds are 1 in 3. 1 in 3 of the chase fig odds.
1 in 3. If you get 3, you're guaranteed one.
Yep. So then we'll release those. So then the week after Brickworld, we'll start shipping. And then we're gonna ship those out in the order that we get the orders. We get the orders in. So
Will Bricks, why not making 10 or 15 more?
Money will. We're not made of money.
We're not made of money, and nothing is guaranteed. People say, "Oh, would have bought one if you had one." Like, would they actually? It's tough to tell. And also, we want to reward those who are here watching and buying it now. And it's to me, Blake, it's a cautionary tale. When we say it's 1 week, I think it's important we keep our word. This is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You had 2 cancellations. We had 2 sets. Who wants to play that fate? I told you my mom wanted one after the fact, and you're like, tough shit. So like,
I didn't say it in those words, but
whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you were like, I could go into production again, but it's going to be way more to make one set. I mean, that's the reality. Like, you got to make these in bulk. Everybody understands how that works. So, All right. Whoa, threes. Let me know.
Yes, Shy. Anything for you.
By the way, I'm pretty pleased in this era of people complaining about prices and whatnot, like that. And I appreciate the boys knowing, and I'm telling you, we did it for absolutely the lowest we can. Nobody's really balking at the price, so we appreciate that. I hope you guys know, like a lot went into that.
I mean, we talked about price for weeks last year. I remember that, and I mean, this year
my number one concern. Tell them what I was saying. As cheap as possible.
Yeah, it's
no
especially
profit,
last year where we didn't really know
Yeah.
what was going on, and we're like, what's the cheapest that we can do this balanced with amount we need sold to make it happen. So 100 was our number we landed on. We guessed pretty close, so it worked out last year. So we kind of stayed the course this year as well. So
Stickler, it gets charged. We use it to fund some of the parts purchases and everything.
Mhm.
So it does get charged.
It'll be charged now.
What's that?
It'll be charged as soon as you order tonight.
Yeah. For my second order of 3, do you need to use? No. If you order in multiple, that's a great question. If you order in 3s, we will make sure. So if you order 9, you will get 3 of the chase.
Those bad boys are about to resell and whatnot for like 150.
Hey, man.
Better get them now before Jandon's got to sell you one on whatnot later.
Was it 80, 90
or
bucks?
Fritz.
Blake, when Fritz sold the Girth Trooper?
I think it was $100.
It was 100.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, dude.
Short changing. Yeah.
Again,
I didn't want to go too high.
check when you're at checkout, double check that your shipping option is the one that you want it to be. If you're picking up at Brickworld, make sure you have that selected. If you need it shipped, have it shipped. After the fact, I can change that for you if you absolutely need it to change. Like if you accidentally click pick up and you need it to be shipped instead, just send me a message anywhere, either through the site or on Instagram, and I can take care of you.
Mark got 3, so he can give his me to Ben. We will make sure you and Ben have one. All right, we will.
Yeah, Mark, you were gonna
He's
get
in the
one.
set.
Complimentary.
Mark, you were gonna get one regardless. It's you.
Mark virtually signed away his likeness for absolutely free.
We appreciate you, Mark.
No, he's been excited, and hopefully we hear from Mark, if not tonight, soon. What? Oh, here we go. Oh wow, here he is.
Is he on the move?
I don't know, Tyler. What are we doing? You want a clearance run? What's happening?
Well, I was hoping to be indoors, but the Wi-Fi is lying to me in there.
We could see you. You just couldn't hear us.
Yeah, but you guys were like, you guys sounded like you guys were, a bunch of battle droids, very robotic.
Oh, damn.
Setter. Yeah. Tyler, I was asking you as you were joining, legitimately, like you were we were all at the hub, we were all at the stage bar, if you will. Last year when we did this, how many walk-ups? Remember we had one of the sets like kind of displayed on the stage the whole time? Legitimately, how many people came up and said like,
I would be totally honest, I was not in that room during the thing. I came at the end to get a couple cigs and that's it.
No. I'm not talking about the release party. I'm talking about throughout the week. How many
on the stream stage?
How many people walked up and said, "You got any more of these things, man?"
Oh, you mean in the convention hall stream?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dozen, 2 dozen, couple dozen.
Yeah. It was a lot. So make sure you get in now. We had to reject. We were saying like we wish we had made more, but the reality is like we're not going to make overs on this. It is what it is. You order, you get one. By the way, worth mentioning, Lake, talk about the sticker on the back. There were people concerned that you were only making 100. Can you tell them what happens?
No, so that's our placeholder there. Let me see. I believe I have last year's here. So I just have 100 on there because that's what we need made. I guess that's a special one.
What in the world is this case?
So it'll change to whatever we sell.
Case?
135. Oh, this is just your standard battle pack case. Keep it nice and crispy there.
That's a sick case. Yeah, I need one of those.
Yeah.
I need one to hold my Hayden Christensen autograph.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you, Whittaky, and thank you staying up late again. Brent, shout out the UK boys overseas. People are staying up late night for this, dude.
Dude, yeah. Literally, I don't want to forget anyone, but like Padawan, Kuhan, Whittaky, Boba, Slurpee.
Anybody who just
everyone.
Even
all
if
the
you
UK
don't comment
boys.
on here, thank you, man.
Yes, huge shout out to all the UK boys staying up for this. I can't wait to meet so many of you UK boys that are coming over here to the States, man.
It's going to really supercharge the whole event.
I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to like show them Brick World, and not only Brick World, but just to do some American shit, man. All the American food,
which is sit around, drink beer, and eat, which is similar to times I've had in Europe. So maybe
yes, dude. I mean, honestly, like the thing I'm most excited for, like outside of Brick World, I really think is Fox and Hound, because I know we're gonna go there for dinner at like 6, and we're gonna be there till like 10, because we're gonna be playing a shit ton of foosball.
We're gonna be there till like 2 in the morning. What do you mean, Brent?
Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready for just a 5-hour, 6-hour sesh at Fox and Hound, man. Oh, can't wait. Shout out to Shy for grabbing one. Thanks, bro. Molecular in the house.
Thank you, Shy. Thank you, everybody who is.
We might want to start hitting some of these supers, Sean, before we get too far behind.
Oh, Jesus. All right. We're really in there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tyler, welcome to the broadcast. I'm sorry, Fox and Hound. Hell yeah.
Can't wait.
We've had a lot go on. Tyler, I just wanted your thoughts, as a professional reviewer, semi-retired. You'll make a comeback one day, but what do you... How you feeling about this set? Was it pretty obvious what we were doing this year? Like you've been behind the scenes on. I've been sending you some stuff.
I was gonna say, I mean, like how early of like it was kind of obvious when you guys said you were gonna do this like 6 months ago, if that's what you mean. But yeah, I mean,
I think walking out of there, we said we were gonna do.
We might have.
Once it was officialized, I mean, it was a solid idea. I mean, like it just makes sense. I mean, it fits Brick World release even more. You know what I mean? Like if this like released like, you know, I don't know, like November, you know, it'd be like it'd still be great. You know what I mean? But it would lose, you know, 10% of it. Like it's like, you know, aura. You know what I mean? For being like a November drop, but like dropping during Brick World, like it just makes sense. And if anything, for all of us, you know, whether it's us on the panel or, you know, 100 people here or, you know, the hundreds of people that are going to be at Brick World, like, if anything, let's all just have a great time at Brick World this year, and let's see what cool moment might be a Brick World set the following year, you know, out of what happens this year. So that's exciting.
No, for sure. And these stories kind of write themselves. Now, this is not a guarantee that next year's set will be a Brick World set. It's cool if it is, if it happens there, right? But like I suspect, Tyler, I know you head into this cautiously optimistic that it'll top the year previous, but I do think definite memories will be made. And if something makes sense and it's obvious, we're not going to force it. But if this set happens at Brick World again, then it happens at Brick World again. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally may have had this idea like at Brick World last year, like walking away from the thing. Like it was such a cohesive, like no-brainer. I think that's the beauty of it. Tells a good story. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah,
as a sort of Sports Center update, we just want to say like a huge thank you for the early support. We are optimistic, but we're not there. So please, if it's something you guys want, you know, smash the order button. But thank you to everybody who's in so far. We're feeling pretty good, but I would love to just like make sure it's all made for the boys and everything. So,
145 viewers. We're going strong tonight.
yeah, 145 in there. I know we've pulled up some comments. We're going to settle into a normal show. Tyler's here tonight. You know, supporting the set launch. He's again behind the scenes, important with that.
Wait, you mean it's actually, yeah, it's me again. That's who's here tonight, not me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's me again. Is here, the most creative self-naming player in the game, and we are in fact still going to get into greatest May UCS set of all time. Which Tyler, there's a little bit of controversy. You know, at first I thought I had like a short list, and Tyler's like, "You're missing this, you're missing this," and then we started digging in, and we're trying to figure out. But was it officially a UCS set? And just
those four, man. I mean, I'll give you the one.
No, the
that
ones
you
you
said,
gave
like,
me are, Tyler. To be clear, but there's a lot of debate.
Was the
R2D2? I think the community called R2D2 a UCS set, but it wasn't.
what about like the Tantive? Wasn't the Tantive 20?
The 2019 Tantive technically not UCS either. That like for some
Was
reason
that
like,
May 4th? Was it May 4th?
it was May 4th, but it
Tantive?
wasn't UCS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that going on. So we're going to talk about it. I'm just going to say at a glance, I think Jango is, but I look forward to going down memory lane, figuring it out.
Speaking of going down things, we do have a list of.
I don't know where you were going there.
Yeah.
We do have a. I didn't say going down on. Just going.
You said going down thing.
Going down
Very
things.
open
Yeah, we got a list to go down of supers if you want to hit a couple of these.
All right, we will do that. Read this one from Charlie, our boy Charlie. What a tremendous comment.
Shout out to Charlie Bracebridge for being a channel member. Says for real, we not got 100 of these going out yet. Let's go, boys. I don't want no refund. Yeah, see, come on, let's get going.
Lake team, no refund. The Lake
Team,
doesn't want
no
to issue
refund.
those refunds either. Jesus, like
Be a lot of work.
We'll get there. We got a lot of
Refund,
replay
like-
gangers.
like imagine if you had to issue 99 refunds. That'd be the most horrible thing.
99.
I'd have to take a day off of work just to get all
guys,
that,
you know what I mean.
straightened out. Come on.
He's not burning the PT.
Jandered.
OG Slave 1 is a contender. Down, baby. Wait, hold on. down, baby. No street in a Range Rover. There you go. That's funny. Is that what he says there? I don't think I ever knew that.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Is it your street?
Shout out to Nelly.
Tyler, what are you doing? What are you up to? Are you driving to acquire sets? What are we doing?
No, I'm up in Wisconsin again for the week.
Are you near lake?
Ish.
Yeah, I mean, what are we, like 90 minutes ish?
Something like that.
Dang. All right, here's one of the supers I was looking forward to seeing.
Take it away, Brent. Let's hit a super. Guys,
Man.
keep the orders rolling. Hopefully, it would be really nice to hit it tonight, but if it doesn't happen, we'll keep you guys posted.
Yo, Sean, what's more important, man? Someone placing the place order now button or hitting the like button? What's more important right now?
I think the order, I think the likes will come. I think anybody who
John, I mean, look, that's just, I mean, we don't need some technical answer. Of course, the prop, the answer is like
We're losing him.
Nah, he's a super battle droid.
Now he's a super battle.
Yeah. Tyler, what are we doing, dude?
For what?
Okay, good, you're good now. You were a super battle android. You were rogering really hard just now.
Roger.
Damn
Roger.
it, man! So you guys are doing any of that?
No, you said, what are you doing right now? Of course.
Damn.
Oh,
Roger. Roger.
now he's Elsa. He's frozen. Tyler, get to a location and call us. Can you go get a ghost drink or something?
Go get a ghost.
Shit. All right. We'll pick that up. Anyway, go ahead, Brent.
Ostif coming through. Channel member, special shout out to Ostif as always. Coming through at the 499. 60 days till Monday landing. 65 days till the big event. I'll take Dino. Simple Man Starship for the W always. Stoked for the UGS set, baby. Woo. I love you all. I would have wooed that louder, but I got people sleeping in my house.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I imagine that was a very, enthusiastic woo.
I think very quickly the two hottest songs, I mean, as far as plays, have been this one. Brent, it's verging on your top three, I think.
Yeah, a wave is, I think wave and FFF and dinos.
Those are the new wave for you.
A little bit.
It's like a wave in and of itself.
a
Here
wave
we go.
of songs.
Here's Dinos.
Girls out the real, I just wanna know how they feel. Are they dark? Are they white? Are they healthy? Do they bite? Take me to your room for reasons only I know. Don't show me your boobs, I just wanna see your dinos. Oh yeah, darling, I need to know. I just wanna see your dinos.
I just love that
So good.
everybody picks out like one one line from the song.
One line.
Yeah, to put out there.
Girl out the real. I just want to know how they feel.
Yeah,
Do
Eli
they
says,
bite?
"Do they bite?" For example. Darling, I need to know, dude. I go around the house. Do you ever sing this? And then people,
Take me to your. Oh, shout out to Sean's shirt. He's got the heater shirt on
yeah,
today.
Brent Jersey in the house.
Yeah, should have worn mine.
There you go. Barley Harvest, never saw that one before. Well, welcome to Dinos.
See,
got a couple
I always
Dinos
put- I
back
always
here.
put-
That's not all of them, by the way, but I got a couple. I got the little.
I
couple-
always put myself in like the shoes of like the newer viewer when they start seeing some of these super chat songs rip, and like I just always wonder kind of what they're thinking. If they're like a newer viewer and they don't like really like
I
fully
say
kind of
it's
get
an
it. Yet.
acquired taste. I don't know what to do. We're in too deep
Oh,
now.
man.
Jandern with the 5-piece.
Hey,
And Jandern went hard for sure. He was talking about how many do I get if I order this many. So shout out to Jandern. I do think he's going to keep some for himself, but I do think there potentially we've learned there could be a market if he wants to sell them on whatnot. But
there'll be some people who miss out. And
Yep.
they'll have no other option.
I'm getting the wave tonight, which I think indicates there's a certain song he wants to hear. So we should probably run that.
Have you heard that there's all new sets? I got my wallet. Let's get wet. Cause I got the way. I got it. I got it. Cause I got the way. I got it. I got it. Yeah, some of you boys get a set of two, that's the worst. I take them full price and build them on the first. Cause I got the way. I got it. I got it. I got it. Cause I got the way. I got it. I got that bitch. I got the way.
All right. Tyler's here from a
Okay, you guys sound good. Do I sound good?
Yeah. Yep.
better. Your video is kind of like chopped sirloin, but you sound
No, it's fine. I think it's fine.
all right. You're good now. You're smoothed out.
Okay, sweet. This is gonna be the first ever standing episode of ACOB, but I guess that's what I gotta do.
Are you in the storage bin right now?
Yeah, where are you, man?
I'm at the secret base.
All right. Bros
that
in
the-
a box dungeon.
It's the box factory. Qui-Gon Jeans, amazing picture.
Ostef sings the Rennie to his mom daily. That's good. What does she say? Like, what does that mean?
You can meet your future spouse at the ready.
The band bass. I like that.
Band
True.
base.
I'm at the band base, yeah.
Tyler, walk us through now that you're, recovered and everything's good.
Well, Sean, I truly could walk you through, man, since I'm damn standing this whole time. It's gonna be annoying.
Can you pick it?
I'm gonna be bouncing around the entire night, man, just like this. I'm gonna be bouncing around.
All right. Can you maybe open one of the larger boxes and pop a squad or something, or like?
Actually, hold up. I might be able to.
You look
if
like
I
a
put it
hardened
down
Lego
here-
criminal right now. I don't understand.
Hold up.
At the secret base.
Guys, we know we have some supers in the hopper. We will get to those. Much love, much appreciated.
All right, let me go find a
We will get
chair.
this.
He's just at the secret band base, bro.
Lake, you're a historian while he's looking. Lake, walk me through May UCS. I mean, you don't have to go ultra specific, but like, are there a couple standouts? Maybe it's the vibe, maybe the set didn't turn out the best, but like, do you remember just like the impact of UCS May 4th releases? My first feeling was the R2D2, but it wasn't even a UCS set. So I don't even muted.
Damn, now I'm almost too short.
I think you have
Tilt your camera.
quite a few things at play with May the 4th, because it's not just the UCS set, it's the promos, it's more than just the UCS release. And two, you got the smaller sets as well. So there's definitely a storm kind of brewing among Lego Star Wars fans. So like this year in particular, obviously the hype is there because one, it's a Slave One, which is a heater ship, and the last one was so good and it's so expensive, and it's been a while. So you have that factor, and then the fact that it's a prequel set, which us prequel fans are always itching to get more out of that. So I mean, as far as previous years, like last year, the TIE Interceptor, I mean, I really like the TIE Interceptor. It's probably my favorite TIE, but like the die-off for that set was so quick. And I mean, I feel like most people aren't super hot on that. But then you look at the year before, the X-Wing, like that set caught a lot of shit for being kind of chunky in places it maybe shouldn't be. But again, we have like an X-Wing TIE Fighter 2 years in a row for May 4th. Those aren't exactly like the sexiest releases. And then like Land Speeder too. So I mean, we've been in a little bit of a drought, I think, of like some actual fire for May 4th. So I mean, this is a pretty great year. Is all I
think they
gotta
were all
say.
fine sets, but
They're fine, but like, I don't know. This set, I mean, this set's got a little bit of color in there too. Just like it's not like it's not another TIE Pilot or another Luke.
It's not another
pilot
X-Wing. It's
fig,
not
like,
another.
It's a Jango that we haven't had in quite a while. So
it's something prequel.
yeah, that too. And like I get what you're saying with like the R2D2. Like when the first one came out, 12, 13 years ago, whatever it's been, like that was pretty cool just because it was something a little different, right? It wasn't a ship, it was like a buildable thing, and people were really hot on that set. But between just the set itself and what we're hearing about possible GWPs, I think this year is probably going to rank pretty high among May 4ths.
Oh yeah.
Tyler, are you ready to give a snap decision? Is this the best May 4th set? We can go through memory lane. I know B-Wing was one of them. We got a nice list here, but I mean, I'm trying to think of even contenders that can hang with this. Now, I know you haven't fully seen it, but just off the promise of what it is, does it feel more hyped going in or what?
I mean, if we're just strictly speaking May 4th UCS, then like, yes, this is my favorite in the sense of like, it is my favorite ship, but like, of course, there's better memories with other ones that I have. But like, just like for a set itself, like just, again, no memories, nothing, no bias towards nothing. Like, it is my favorite ship. So
you got to remember, Tyler's an extremely nostalgic person.
What was that?
You're an extremely nostalgic person. Like it's
more than
everything
normal.
is tied to the memory. More
Yeah, I mean, we haven't
Things are factually bad.
Like that.
You rank them high.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just true.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, it's weird on this because, like, I mean, on one hand, I would agree with you, but it's like, I mean, sure, I've got a lot of nostalgia, of course, for like the 2013 X-Wing and 2012 B-Wing. Just like it was my first May 4th. My dad told me he was going to give me the X-Wing, and then when we got there, the B-Wings were half off in 2013 because it was just, they just had X-Wing. That's what they did back then. So then we ended up getting both of them. Shout out to Rich's Bricks. I mean, so it's like, sure, those mean a lot to me in that regard. You know what I mean? So like before this year, again, those are probably my favorite personalized sets within my collection due to what they mean to me. But the Jango, like, again, if we were to scratch everything, Jango I just like the most, so it would be my favorite, But then we look at stuff like 2017, like with the Snowspeeder, like, it's a little bit weird because it's like, sure, like I have a memory with that, and like you could like say like the whole Tyler blinded by nostalgia 7 years ago, bullshit. But it's like, but I really don't like. I don't even really remember that day. You know what I mean? I don't even remember that day. So like, there's nothing there for me for that one. And Snowspeeder at that point would probably be like the bottom two for me. So it's weird. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I definitely agree on some extent. I mean, when there is something that I can tie to a set, I mean, and not even just sets, but you guys know. I mean, movies, shows, this is that. It skews my rankings maybe a little bit more than they should.
Yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly clear, I didn't say you were blinded by nostalgia. I said that you're a very nostalgic person and you always take that into account. Because, I mean, if there's an 8 out of 10 set that you have a super strong memory to next to a 10 out of 10 set that it's just like, all right, I went and I bought it by myself day one and it was cool, you're probably going to lean towards that 8 out of 10 because of the memory.
But the funny part about it is it would never be an 8 out of 10 to me because of that memory.
That's right.
I think we're having a semantics discussion at that point.
Yeah. I'm in a similar, my kind of, recap of all my May 4th experiences and ideas of it. It's kind of a mixture of what Sean and Lake said. By the way, shout out to Lino in the chat, who is the artist that we showcased last week that's doing all that really dope Lego Star Wars Complete Saga video game art. He actually just completed the final piece of that. So definitely follow Lino's art on IG. And I was chatting with him. He can ship to America, and it's not too crazy expensive. So yeah, if you guys are interested in checking out that art, especially the final piece is like the main kind of start menu of the game. Super, super dope. Each piece he did was like a different level. You have to check it out, Tyler. But anyhow, in terms of my May 4th experiences, very similar to kind of how Lake was like for the last, 5 years. It's been kind of lackluster. Oh my God, Sean's gone.
The duck is in the building.
The duck is in the building now.
Yeah,
oh my God.
how's it going, guys?
Yo, what up?
So sorry, I'm out right now, but I had to drop in. I hear there's some excitement going on tonight, so had to call in for just a minute.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, Duck, good to see you, man. Didn't want to take you away too much from what you have going on there. It looks
No
like
worries
a
at all.
very, very nice place you're at. Very classy. I like that.
Oh yeah. You know, a duck is always finding himself at random temples here and there. So that's
Look at
how's it
still
going,
wearing the
guys?
Duck
Good to
shirt.
see y'all.
Yeah, hey Duck.
Of course.
Sales going swimmingly. Pardon the pun, but everyone's hyped
There
about
you
the
go.
set. I just wanted you to say a quick hello, and you will be on soon before Brick World. We'll have you in. We'll do the full catch up and everything.
We got to do it for sure.
Just want to do a quick hello, and we're just about there. Shit. Any closing comments? I just wanted you for a minute. I had to have you as part of the live for this monumentous occasion.
Of course. Good to be here, guys. Have so much fun. I'm gonna watch this as soon as it finishes and I get done with my meetings here. So have fun, guys, and good to be here. See you later.
All right, man.
Later, bro. See you
There
soon.
he is. There's the Duck.
Damn, bro, he's got meetings in the temple of Jitsu or whatever. What's the Ninjago temple?
Somebody was like, he's in Ninjago City right now.
Meeting with Lord Garmadon or something.
I don't, dude. He's got it going on. You know, I don't know.
Oh man, the Duck is busy,
Chandler,
man.
Sales going swimmingly. I'm glad somebody picked it up. No, I said, can you do 1 minute? Just say hi. He's like in the middle of a meeting. I go, it's all good. He goes, I'll do it. That is Duck, dude.
That is Duck.
He's legitimately probably doing something way more important than this.
Gets up from the table. If you
But
excuse me for a moment, I gotta say hi to some friends really quick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's who he is, dude. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So in the Duck shirt too, ducking in, has to shake a tail. The Ninjago Temple. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
Tyler might be the highlight of the show at this point. He does. He wears it, dude. He wears the brand. You know what I mean? I get complaints. Over half the shit I wear is ACOP shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever. Wear your own.
But you got good merch, man. What can I say?
Yeah, we all have our clothing staples.
Oh, really?
Sherp it up. Sherp it up.
All right. What did Duck interrupt? I apologize. Where were we at?
I was just kind of closing out. We were kind of passing around the table like our last, our kind of outlook on the last few years of May 4ths and like what our kind of highlights have been and stuff. And I was kind of alluding to what, Lake had said, and I was, I was about to mention you right before Duck popped in. But how Lake was like, the last like 4 or 5 years, the May 4th sets, like, it's not like they've been bad, but they haven't been like, super amazing. Like the UCS, like the land speeder was like, just like kind of a meme made into a full scale UCS set. And like the interceptor was really cool, but like the hype for that just died.
The UCS land speeder is a perfectly fine set. I mean, it had to happen eventually.
There's nothing
they
wrong
did a
with
damn
it.
good job.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with it. But I think in terms of like standouts for me, I mean, I know like, we haven't really even gotten the Jango Slave one, but I'm super, super stoked for it. Because see, I didn't even and I know technically the Tanta 4 wasn't like UCS, but I feel like in terms of the May 4th sets that are actually in my collection, the Tantive is one of my favorites. Even though I didn't buy it on May 4th. The Tantive is
the 2019. That's the one with Bale in it.
Yeah, 2019. I love that set. I had a really
Taylor,
good time
that's almost like, it's not the last great play set, but it's like almost the last great play set from that early era. Would you agree with that? To where it was like a decent value, girthy AF, wasn't UCS, but also wasn't out of control with price.
Yeah.
Tons of figs.
Maybe.
You just don't like the movie, but
Well, bro,
you're a little more in the
I have
middle.
a
Like,
great
do you
memory of
agree
that
though?
set.
That was like the end of an era. To me, it felt like an end of an era set.
I mean, I didn't get that set. I'm sad I didn't, because I do really like every time I see that set. Because normally when I think of the Tantive, I think of the old one. Like,
I mean, technically that
UCS
Tantive could have
sized
been
one
from
That
the end
one's
of
beautiful too, by the way. I
But
love those
that
girthy butt.
2019 one or whatever. That's a fantastic. Like, that's as good as you can do as like a playset size set. I feel
Well,
like.
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Bail Organa fig in that kind of a younger Bail? Like technically that's kind of a Revenge of the Sith set, is it not? Is it like because I feel like, well, no, it's got Leia.
I mean,
in
Leia's
Never
in it,
mind.
right?
I forgot. Yeah, Leia's in it. Never mind. I was just thinking the Bale looked like a young Bale to me when I went back and thought about it.
Well, Bale wasn't in the OT though, was he?
Well,
No, I
I
think
guess
the first appearance,
I guess
Lake,
he was existing on Alderaan before
That's
it blew
true.
up.
He wasn't
So we got
in A New Hope.
Well, so
So-
Bail Organa as a character did not originate until episode 2 in 2002. Was that actually the first time like that character was actually made?
he might have been
Probably.
referenced somewhere or whatever,
Or
but
like comics or something.
I'm
or
saying he
books.
never
Yeah.
made on screen till then, Tyler. He was not in the OT, like his physical.
Well,
I
no,
don't-
I know. I'm just saying, but even as a character, like I mean, that's not some character that like.
Oh, he does. He gets a name drop. Barley says in New Hope. There you go.
Oh shit! Wow.
And he does die in the first movie. That's true.
Yeah,
Well, see,
technically
dude, I
he's
mean,
on
the
Yeah, great
chances,
Alderaan.
point.
man,
Great
I love
point. He
that.
does die in the first movie.
Yeah.
Well, he was in Rogue One. Oh, during R2's message. That's right. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, but Rogue
he was
One
never
was 14
seen.
years after Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would still say it's young because that's, New Hope's right after. Well, it's the first movie after Sith. So, yeah.
Florida, you're telling me Bale was not in episode 2? Was he not in episode 2 in the scene?
I think he was.
I went along with it, but I don't think so. I think he's like, we always wanted a daughter. In
That's
3.
episode 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think
Well,
he's.
no, but like I mean, but he's obviously hanging around Padme and a couple of those other dudes, for a couple minutes.
CPA.
In episode 2 or 3.
Passively. That's
Damn,
funny.
bro! I did not know Bale was only in 3. Wow.
Mhm. But let's focus
wow,
on this
yeah.
beauty on the screen. Do you think this?
No, I
one,
just
Lake,
I
is
just
one that-
looked up Senator Bail Organa and clicked on movies, and it has episode 2 on here.
All right,
Yeah, see, dude.
all right.
Yeah, Florida, explain yourself, man. Explain yourself.
Lake, I know you're busy, but take a moment on this.
This
I
is
feel like
every
this is one that we add on-
every old head's wet dream right here.
Fine.
I can't
Here.
say a bad thing about
Look.
the set other than it's a land speeder. It's
This
a
is-
fantastic
This
set.
is the full screen me real quick.
Oh, okay.
This is the end of the
FSJ.
movie in episode 2.
Yeah.
It's not going to focus, but there he is standing with
All right.
Palps at the
That
end
could
of
be-
episode 2.
There could be Jimmy Smites for all we know, but
Okay, Florida.
And look,
speaking
he's-
role,
Oh.
dude. I mean, whoever said anything about a speaking role?
No, he's definitely there. He
he
has to.
can't start qualifying now. No. He was in it.
Florida.
No,
Okay, Florida. We have not said the word "speak" this entire night.
Nope, you didn't. You said his first appearance was in. Yeah. All right.
Like this whole thing originated from like when was he conceptualized as a character, and like that was my
Tyler,
point.
do me a
Episode-
favor. Remove your hate goggles and evaluate this set for real.
I don't. I mean, dude, like find me one clip where I hate this. Like, I mean, it had to happen eventually, and I love it. They did it like they did a perfectly fine job. Like, dude, there's 10 other UCS sets I put below this in a heartbeat. Like, I mean, this like I've got zip wrong with this, man. I mean, I don't know where anyone ever thought that I did not like this. You know what I mean?
I guess I just assumed. Brent, you were mid on it. What do you think?
On what, the land speeder?
You were mid.
Yeah, I mean, I never bought it.
I wish you had now. I mean, would you do it on a dealio or?
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that wishes I would have pulled trig at like 160 when it was on the way out the door.
What if it cost $300? Then would you buy it?
No,
Because that's what this would cost now.
no. Yeah, definitely not.
I mean,
I'm out on that.
before this set came out, like this was like land speeder is always a meme, but like a UCS land
CPA is
speeder like
brutal. Wow.
was a total meme. Like people thought that this was absolutely stupid, and then we saw it and we were like, damn, that actually looks really
No,
really
it's
good.
like, yeah, it's done really well. It's just, it's
Mhm.
one of those things that I would rather buy something else.
And I think this is an answer that I've adopted and I wish people would use more. It's very nicely done, well done. It's just not for me. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
begging for people to put this over, but like it's hard for me to take seriously anybody who said like I would have liked something else. That makes sense. But somebody says this is bad, like I don't know, man.
That's why we need more UCS sets every year. I'm a huge advocate. I think we need to get like 5. We need to get like 3 or 4 at this point. $240 UCS style sets. We need 3 or 4 a year. We need one in the 350 to 550 range, and then one 650 plus every year. That's what I think. So we get because like
Maul brings up a good point though, Tyler. If you wanted like the ultimate, like $100 one, but see that would even be out of scale.
But even then, that's just not like. I mean, as you guys all know, man, I just want massive sets. I just want big sets, bro. Big. I want everything huge, and it's like I'm to the point in my life too where it's like, you know, even if I were to make a mock, I sure as fuck ain't making some Mos Eisley set. You know, I'm not making Luke's house as my first return mock. So I don't even need an in scale land speeder. You know what I mean? If it's going to be sitting on the shelves, I just want something big. I just want to be able to look at it, make sure it's super big, and just have a fun time with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm looking for. So, I mean, I would take a $700 Luke's land speeder if it means it's massive and good. You know what I mean?
Make Lego Star Wars big again. Tyler's been screaming it from the rooftops.
There we go. There we go.
All right, where do you want to go next? We can kind of jump around. I always bring this one up because it's like, I know I'm an OT head, but this is just like striking. And I think someone called it out, but basically it does look a little funky next to other UCS sets, which I don't have a problem with because I think anytime you go away with no, but you get away with great.
No, dude, no, I saw something awesome comment, man, and it just made me go, like, literally, man, like, I couldn't even control myself. My arm just went like that because I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, we're talking about UCS first and foremost. Like, I mean, if he wants to argue that semantic with
what is it? What's the comment? What is it?
Man, sure, but like for UCS, it's ultimate. I mean, what you're gonna get something the size of, you know, this damn gym fob, bro, and that's gonna be as ultimate, right, dude? Ultimate this size? I mean, it's like, what are we talking about here? Big. When I think ultimate, man, I think huge.
Okay, so would you not take a redo of the Chromie Boy Naboo? You'd want it to be girthier, or would you not take it similar play scale size but done to the utmost?
I want to be able to buy that set, and instead of sit in this chair right here, I want to be able to sit in the cockpit of that Lego UCS set. That's how big I want it, man. I want to.
Tyler, say it again. Yeah.
I don't want it. All right. I want my UCS set so big where I don't want to be able to sit in this chair. I want to sit in the cockpit of it, of the actual UCS set.
He wants human scale sets.
You know, you're done with minifig scale. Is that correct? You want human scale,
dude. All right, like honestly, man, this is something. I'm not, you know, do I want to get super crazy tonight with it? Maybe.
Yeah,
not,
please. Like, you're surrounded in a room of boxes and a metal.
So think about
what
it.
What are those sheds called, Lake, when people are going to die? What are they called? Those safety sheds? I'm drawing a blank.
What are you talking about?
Where you go underground when there's a bombing.
Oh, I see. The sheds people go in when they're gonna die. That was
what is it called? A bunker.
It's a bunker.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bunker.
That was not.
So my take on minifig scale is, I mean, if someone wants to argue that, bro, we will never, and even if you don't even count the last 25 years of Lego Star Wars, but like there will never in our lifetimes be a time where every Lego Star Wars set on shelves is minifig scale. Okay, for a magnitude of reasons. And once that happens, I mean, then I just argue, okay, like if you want stuff minifig scale, if it's always going to only be 40% minifig scale, 60% not, it's like, why bother at that point? Like, I mean, you know, you can look at this both ways, and I'm going to take this side of the coin because, you know, you could argue that you could mock build, you know, either way. Like, you could mock build into minifig scale if that's your preference, or you could mock build into, you know, just the size you want. Like, in my humble opinion, I think Lego, for their own sake of creating a product, should be creating a bigger product for their money that seems more valuable for the money that you're putting out as a consumer. And then if you want to worry about, you know, measuring your studs, you know, making sure, you know, you got 4 studs here instead of 3, you know, mock build it. You know what I mean? If you want to make sure that, you know, your clone feet, you know, don't go a little over the edge on your speeder bike, mock build it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I take this.
Tyler, you like this from Riley just now. Delta announces its new Lego airliner.
So I think minifig scale is just, we're never going to have it 100%. So it's like, just why even have any at that point? Like, or why purposely go out of our way to, you know, just do like I don't know. That's my thoughts. Like I'll never understand it. I mean, there's so few things that are minifig scale. It's like why even bother? You know, or why critique the company to make everything minifig scale when it's just literally impossible?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always thought the you know my thoughts, like the whole scale thing, like they're like it's minifig scale, and I'm like, it's still off if you're gonna be a dick about it. You just eyeball the thing and be like, it's still, not proportional, but I get it. That's a lot of arm waving.
Well, also, I'm in a little bit more of an open room. I can swing the arms that kind of.
Yeah, you're not gonna knock out like $100,000 of inventory.
Yeah, the only stuff here is I got boxes to worry about, right? But boxes, schmoxes, right? I mean, if they're Lego boxes, I'd be a little bit worried, but no, I can go all crazy in here.
All right, let's go.
And I'll be honest, I don't know why I'm swinging my damn arm so
well,
much.
you're
I got
excited.
like a random boost of energy.
Well, you're out of the vehicle. You have reception now. That's good. Florid's watching episode 2. He wants to, find Bale and admit he's wrong. I think so. There you go.
Florida, I meant no harm. I just
had to correct you.
I like my
all good.
prequels. I could have sworn Bail Organa was there.
Nobody's upset. TIE Interceptor. We're going recent history here. Like, assuming you don't have it yet, maybe waiting on a deal. Is there a deal where you'd get this? I don't know where you're at on this one.
Yeah, I mean, we had that whole Disney F up last Black Friday, and this was one of the sets that you could have got for that, whatever it was, 30-40% plus the Rakuten. And I almost pulled trigger on it then. I didn't. I feel like I should have. This is one that I want. Like I said, this is probably my favorite tie. I'm kind of in, I wouldn't say opposite camp of Tyler, but like me personally, so like land speeder, I don't need a $240 land speeder. Like I would prefer a $50 land speeder. Like I am the guy that I would prefer it be roughly minifig scale. Like it doesn't have to be exact, but like if I get a gunship, right? If the UCS gunship, I can't really put figs in that. Well, the Coruscant Guard one, you can put like 3 figs in there. That's not big enough. I want a gunship I can put like 10 guys in. Like that's the size that I want it to be. But like for something like this, where it's a ship that I am a big fan of, like yes, I would prefer a large version of that ship. So something like this, I would definitely grab. X-wing, maybe not, but this one someday I hope to bring this one home, but hopefully at a discount, which I believe it'll be a discount because I don't think anybody's buying this nowadays.
There's been some targs on like deep ass discounts.
Yeah.
I had 1 or 2 offers of a really good price, but it's a big box. So I was like, oh, by the time, you know how that goes, Tyler. Yep. If you got to pay to ship it, it cuts out of the deal that it is, but I want to say I've seen some for the low hunch on that. So I don't know. This one, yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of they've been starting with, I guess, Luke's land speeder. Well, no, even R2 before that. They were kind of playing the hits, so to speak. I think it might have backfired a bit with this one. I still say that the fact that the play scale came out, was it the August before this?
Yep. It kneecapped it.
Tyler, do you think that hurt it? Honestly, the fact the play scale came out 9 months before, or am I just?
I'm going to be totally honest. The more I've been in the space the past couple of years, like, and the more like we have these talks and just see people.
City will get it down to 150, no problem. Thanks, City. Let me know. Send me I want a text on that one, City. I read all your shit, but when you give me this for 150 ship, I'm in.
So I've just kind of realized that I think there's a bigger gap in, or there's a bigger group of people that truly do pick one or the other and don't necessarily go for both or have, one or the other cut out the fact that they're not going to get the other one. You know what I mean? Like, I think, I think there's a lot of people that are pretty like set in stone, for whatever reason. I mean, just whether it's a space reason or a money reason or a preference reason, like any of those, like I think there's a good amount of people that just will always just go play scale over UCS and just don't even bother with UCS or vice versa. So I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to say I don't think the one that came out the year prior, the little one, necessarily affected this. Like, I mean, maybe you could argue a couple sales,
But
like,
it was intent. I would argue this. I hear you, but here, I want you to react to this. They obviously know. Everyone says what they have it's 2 years in the making. Most of this stuff, is that fair to say?
yeah.
They very much so knew they were releasing the small boy beforehand, and I'm like, did they think they would double dip? Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, I personally would not have put them in the same window. And I think it cost this sales. I honestly do. I think if we hadn't seen, because correct me if I'm wrong, the summer before, which was 22, 23, when the hell was that? Doesn't matter. There hadn't been an interceptor for what, 20 years or something, and all of a sudden we have two, dude. That's kind of
I think
wild.
06 was the last one. Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been easier to get someone to spend 110 after spending 230 than it is to get someone to spend 230 after spending 110.
Correct, especially when it's shipped with the pancake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Strategically, I didn't love the way this was rolled out.
I think this should have been a Vader tie.
I mean, I would have had a way larger loaner for this if that didn't happen.
Like, this is a little niche to where, like, you're going to get the pop from the diehards right away. And then something like this is just going to rot, I feel like. Like, if this is a Vader tie that can sit on shelves for a few years and it's Darth Vader, it's the TIE Fighter, like, I feel like that's going to sell better long term, 2 years down the line. Because I don't see this moving past those first couple months.
Sorry, guys, lining up a surprise guest. All right, let's go back in time a little bit more. Oh, look at that barge, dude. It's hard to ignore.
2013 is better.
That's Tyler's expert analysis. 2013 is better. But we'll go UCS X-Wing Starfighter. Is this factually the first to have 3? I mean, I know we could get into Death Star, but
I mean, Death Star is the only other one, right?
yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
And Death Star is UCS. We talked about it, Tyler. You know that, right? It is UCS. It cannot be an MBS. Did you hear that discussion? Death Star, we were thinking it could be MBS for the $1,000 Deathy, but it can't be because it's a vehicle. So it has to be UCS.
See, that's one of those things. I got to be honest. I've never attributed the Death Star to being a vehicle, but I guess you're right.
Yeah, it's not me either. I'm not like I'm not going to say I knew that without looking it up, but it is in fact mobile, so it is not an MBS, which means we could get another Ewok Village next year. We could get Endor to replace. I don't know. This one got a lot of weird hate. I think, the nose is a little weird and maybe people are X-winged out, but this has not been on clearance as much as
Music. That's loud.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I couldn't hear it. This hasn't been on sale as much as some of the other recent boys. So,
hey, the one benefit about this X-Wing that came out is I was able to convince my dad in 2023. Hey, remember the old days like 2013 when he bought me the UCS X-Wing? Then how about we have it like old times and he buy me this one, and then he did. So that was fun.
There's the nostalgia.
So now I've got both. So I mean, but that's
was this over like
10 years later, get the new one. My dad buys me the new one, but just like he bought me the old one.
Hold on, Tyler, walk me through this. Set the table. Like, how did this conversation take place? Like Wednesday night, you walk out, you're having perhaps like a little chicken dinner. Like, how do you bring this up? It'd be fun, Dad.
I mean, I think it was just honestly. I think it was the night before. I mean, I don't fully remember. Like, I mean, so I don't. I mean, it's so bad. Like, I don't know. These past couple, like, I don't even know if 2023, if my dad even technically went there or not. Like, I think I was there. Cristo was that? No. You know what? I remember what this was.
Fuck off, Harvest. That's mine. Come on.
2023 May 4th was, yeah, my dad and I went there. We lined up early. I don't know if Cristo went there or not, but you want to know who was there was Danny Bob. Yeah, she was like maybe 25, 30 people behind. I ended up seeing her in there. But like, so my dad and I were there. So yeah, it just had to been the night before or something. You know, we were probably just like planning the next day, and I kind of just, I gave him,
Doesn't
you give
he
him a
usually
little.
go with you on the 4th though? I felt like he did.
I mean, for years there, yeah. I mean, all the way up until, 2012 to 2019, yeah. 2021, I didn't even bother. 2020, I got it online. 2022, I didn't bother. And then 2023 was me and him. 24, I think I just went online. But no, so I mean, how it went, I mean, you just, when you give your dad a little nudge on the shoulder, he's just sitting there at the kitchen table, I kind of just, I come up here, give him a little knuckle on the shoulder, and I just kind of, like just like how I kind of do, I just kind of tell him the truth. I'm like, hey, like, it'd be kind of cool, just like 10 years ago, it'd be a little nostalgic. I think I did use that word on him, although he doesn't really care about nostalgia all that much, but I used it on him, and I don't know, maybe it took 2 minutes, but I was able to convince him, and I got a free UCS X-Wing out of this. I'll take it.
Have you built it?
No. Right. Although the funny part is, I'm almost positive maybe I said in that conversation, like a little incentive. I'm like, hey, like, I'll build it. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be a fun little. I'll build, have a good little time. I think maybe if I even said I'd do it on the stream, and maybe that convinced him a little bit more. Since like would benefit my work a little bit, but then I never did. So maybe I feel a little bad for that.
Like, you're sitting here hearing this, you're convinced of a lot of things of your kids. Would that pitch have worked on you, or?
I don't know. My kids are all under 5, so I don't got to worry about that for a while.
Have any of them given you the
no,
little?
But they're pretty
little
convincing
nuts on the
that
shoulder
they, like, you haven't had your arm twisted to buy something you didn't.
I mean, the 4-year-old, she wants everything. I mean, that Lego magazine comes in. I don't even see that thing when I get home. She's already got it. Pages are ripped it out. This one, that one, this one.
Oh, she rips it. My daughter, I've got her a little more what is it? A little more civilized. She highlights now.
No, she rips it. She tapes it on the wall in her room. That's like it's like the shrine of this is the poster on my wall. I hope to have this one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, a legend joining the panel right now. Very exciting, very emotional, and he's actually in cosplay. This is something else. Farm to table from a very important dinner, but he has made time for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce. There he is, the chief brick officer.
Who?
Well, oh, sorry. Let's go get a beer quietly. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Stealth Mark here tonight. Mark, congratulations on being immortalized in our own way. In
a cosplay of my minifig.
I know, dude. That's awesome. But wow, dude. What started off as just like a really funny thing is now like a product. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I appreciate Stud thanking me for giving permission for my likeness, but I just basically looked at your text and was like, cool, a minifigure of me, thumbs up. I think was the entire contract being signed, and we went home.
I'm like, because I'm very succinct. Usually, I'm either Mark. All of you guys know this about me. I'm either super wordy or like way too succinct in my texts, and I'm like, Mark, cool if we use this? Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't even say yes. It was just a thumbs up on the text.
You might have hearted one of them, but
go do it. Maybe it was a heart, and maybe there was a haha in the picture and a heart on the text itself. But yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's undercover, but this is the CBO, the chief brick officer of Brick World.
You'll never recognize me this way.
No, I mean, dude, it's still hilarious. And then, we had to tell the story. It just kind of built on its own. And when we were thinking like, we got it, we have to do a chase figure. It just all roads led to you with that figure. And man,
I like the subtle chase. word in there to kind of just hint at the events of the night. But I will say the effects of this disguise were hilarious because, as my co-host pointed out in the chat earlier, yes, it fooled my husband. Yes, it fooled Sean. Yes, it fooled security. It did not fool my co-host on the live stream.
Yeah.
It did not fool a couple of first-time attendees. They're walking there with their brick badges, and they have the yellow brick that says "new attendee" on it. I'm walking down the hallway, and they're like, "Hey, Mark," and I was like, "Damn it, this does nothing." But then the next person I ran into was my husband.
Oh my God.
And he did not know who I was at first. He figured it out rather quickly because I have a certain way of talking and a certain way of moving. I think that's why a lot of people knew it was me, because I move in a certain way. I move at a certain pace.
That's what I was gonna say. It's more about the pace. You power walk the shit out of everything, even when you're relaxing.
Even when I'm in disguise. And if I hadn't snuck from behind a column, you probably would have seen me coming from a mile away.
I was just walking by and I heard a whisper. And I'm like, "What's going on?" Oh my God. Well, I hear I have a certain saunter. I have a saunter as well. So I mean, I think first of all, if you can't hide, I have
presence.
Presence. Thank you, but I
have ginger presence.
I have zero chance of hiding anywhere ever.
No, you do not.
My wife, she says, "You'd make the worst spy ever," and I'm like, "Yes, that is absolutely." Even 100 pounds lighter, I'd make the worst spy ever.
So this has happened to me several times in my life where I'm in a Walgreens or a Target and I get randomly accused. I live in Chicago, by the way, so this does happen. I would say maybe 5 times in my life. Lived here my entire life. I've been accused of being an undercover cop in retail store. Back to stealth. Now nobody knows who I am.
All right, guys, 1 to 10. Rate. You guys all know how Mark looks. Rate this disguise. 1 to 10. Could you walk by him and not go, "Whoa, that's Brick World Mark"? 10 being this outfit is convincing. 1 being it's not.
We just need a 1 and a 2. It's really not a continuum.
It's not power walking sufficient. Yeah, no. I think the first in-person interaction I had with Mark was at Brick World, and I'm like, "Mark, I need to ask you something real quick. Walk with me."
Yeah.
I'm not stopping to talk to you right now. Not to be a dick, but he was like, "I'm on my way to something. I'll talk to you, but you got to do it with me. I'm not coming back to you." So
I may be small, but I can point and say, "Walk with me."
Mark did not have a trench coat. If he did, Lake would have made it official. But
so the whole thing is like the graffiti jogging pants, the black shirt, and because it's night and it gets a little chilly in the hall, like the black pullover. So it's clever because it has the Brick World logo underneath the pullover, which doesn't actually zip all the way down, but it's a smart ass fig. I love it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the socks logo because you can't do that. It doesn't have the glasses because we don't want to give away to my disguise.
Yeah, no.
Which I
had to keep
now.
a little bit of integrity on it, but like when you're going through it, I don't think there was actually a Brick World shirt under there, but like we had to rep it out.
Oh, I mean, we could do
like a
peppered beard dude, but I think the logo probably that brought it all together.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I think the first iteration I sent to Mark was like just black hat, black shades, black this, black that. And it's like, that's not really enough Mark.
And I sent him a picture of this. I was like, "It's this."
We started at 10 out of 10 stealth, and we kind of worked our way backwards until we felt, okay, this is recognizable enough.
6 out of 10 recognizable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
We couldn't go full stealth.
Stud, if I know you're a busy man, but if you have time to sit down and chat with me at your earliest convenience, I would love to talk to you about some Brick World exclusive stuff. If not for this year, get it going for next year. So,
in association with Matte Black Bricks, the finest merch provider in the game.
You've done amazing stuff for ACOB, and I'm way past due for asking you to jump in on the Think Outside the Blocks aspect of our Brick World brand. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll definitely have to sit down and see what's what and put something together here.
Live deal being made. Like I didn't even mean to do the balloon. Let's balloon it up. That's awesome.
Let's do it.
Well, speaking of Brickworld exclusives, I gotta give you credit, Mark. That dragon, little dragon exclusive.
Dragons make Tyler. Dragons do something in your pants, dude. That makes you feel good.
Really? We were getting that that order for the bricks for this year's show done really quickly, and I've always kicked myself for that design just because I feel like there's so much going on in it. I just judge myself on it, so I do appreciate hearing that because I've always
I bought it. With my I bought it and I'm gonna actually build it, and I'm very excited. I mean, it looks great. I mean, it truly does. I mean, sure. I mean, am I a little bit biased because I love Lego Dragon? Maybe, but like 100%, it really looks good. I mean, there's nothing bad about it that I can see. You know.
So Tyler's second favorite theme behind Lego Star Wars is dragon. Is that fair, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just if there was just straight up a dragon theme, yes. Because no matter what the theme is, if there's a dragon in there, I like that dragon.
Yeah. He doesn't hate many dragons.
I do have to admit, I did steal the face design from the Auspicious Dragon because I was moving so fast. I was like, okay, what's a good brick-built dragon face? And that was the most recent dragon that came out. So it's very similar to the Auspicious Dragon's face. Lake, tell me a little bit about. I know we talked about it a bit about it before, but we're hyping again. So, tell me a little bit about the experience of designing all of this, putting it together, and just like there's obviously you're creating an actual scene from last year's show.
Mm-hmm.
But talk to me about the creativity that goes into making it all happen in a certain amount of pieces to make it affordable for the fans and putting all the figures together and all this fun stuff that you do.
Yeah, I mean, last year was obviously a much bigger bear, starting from nothing and not really knowing exactly what I was getting into. So this year was definitely a lot easier from that aspect of, at least I knew. I mean, down to things like which poly bags do I need to get for the pieces inside the set? Just all the little things that I had to figure out last year, and learn from. So stuff like that, and just like timeline of knowing when stuff needs to be ordered. That's been a lot more, just a lot easier to predict this year than it was last year. But yeah, like you said, like just putting the set together itself, last year, I think we had over 100 different unique pieces in the set, which
is a pain in the ass.
It is, and you don't really know that.
Even if you do everything right, it's a pain
exactly.
In the ass.
So you're doing a lot of sorting of like one of this piece here, and in your orders getting those parts in, it makes it more difficult as well.
Yeah.
So like
it's just collating is like,
yeah.
Lego has machines that do it.
Mm-hmm.
And
but even
like
they try to reduce how many unique pieces are in a set, because the more that you add, the more difficult it becomes, and the more expensive it comes. So this year, I think it's down to around 70-ish. So that's a lot easier to deal with on my end. Again, it's not. Last year had a lot of little details, in the backdrops for the guys. But like you said, this year we're building something that actually happened in an event that we were at. So there was more source material to go off of. So that was
well. It's a great recreation of the actual scene. I love the font. I love the speakers. I don't know if you found this out. This is my experience with working with the people that I get together to collate the GBC exclusive set, the GBC workshop set, and the event exclusive set. I think one of the reasons that they add extra pieces for like the smaller pieces in the sets is because of the bounce factor. Like, when you're trying to collate things into bags, a piece will bounce away, and you don't know what you heard. You don't know what piece it was. You don't know where it went.
No, it was brutal last year. Then you're recounting, and you're just like, I gotta make sure this is here.
Can we audit every bag that we
exactly at Brickworld last year? I brought a bag full of a bunch of extra parts because I was like, I know something's going to be missing.
Oh, if somebody opens like
there's 30,000 parts here. I'm sorting them by hand. Like I know something was missed, and I like maybe like Will was missing a cheese slope or something. I'm like, I got one of those. Like I got it right here, and there you go.
We have a 2-foot by 3-foot tub for each set, with bags of extra pieces in them in case people just want to come back. I'm like, please, if you want to keep this mint and sealed box, feel free. But please build it here and let us know if you're missing anything, so we don't have to ship it to you. Because
Well,
that's
So those
big.
come in boxes, Mark?
What's that?
So the dragon's gonna come in its own box?
Mm-hmm. So we get for the event exclusive set and the GBC workshop set. One of my favorite things to do in the year, we go to a site called boxup.com, and they give you a template where you create the box, and every corner can match up with the design. It's a designer's dream. Like I love designing these boxes. So it comes in a box. Then we've got the bags inside. What we're doing this year, because the dragon instructions are so complicated, we are going to experiment with a QR code for instructions to a PDF because it's the largest exclusive set that we've ever produced. And I hope in the meantime to make it really worthwhile for people to hit that QR code and be happy with it to create an alternate model. But we'll see where I love having ideas that can never come to fruition because I just don't have the time.
If I knew it was boxed, I would have grabbed two of them, one to keep sealed, one to open. Because I mean, that's
nice.
That's incredible that it's in a. I mean, I don't know, something about it just being in a box. Like I always just thought they just came in bags, but no, I mean that's crazy being in a box.
I'll grab one. I've got one nearby.
Yeah, do it, Mark. Before you go grab it, hold on. Pre-order only. Can people get them at the show? I forget.
Depends on if we have the entire quantity in pre-order so that people can get it who are registered now to incentivize people registering. If we don't sell out, then they will be available at Brickworld, but I would say register and buy it now.
And one last thing I'll say too about I mean the price point on that it really surprised me, like in a good way. I mean it's I mean when I saw that I'm like, because I was expecting a little bit more naturally before I clicked on it. And I mean anyone in the chat wondering, I mean it's a fantastic deal for even just a regular price per piece ratio, but let alone for a custom build and I mean that's great how you got to that price point. I mean that's fantastic.
Thank you. My mission statement for the convention is to we're not trying to price gouge AFOLs. We want everyone to get together, be together, spend their money with our vendors, and we're not trying to pull a bunch of money out of your wallet. We're trying to get ourselves at the profit point that we want to be at to be able to keep existing. But we don't want to be like, all right, we got a great week plan, so it's $300, and then you're gonna get like to attend. And then it's like, if you want this exclusive set, it's gonna be $75. We basically, for the sets, for the GBC workshop set and the event exclusive set, it's the price of the parts, the price of the time it takes us to get the people together to collate everything, the price of the box, the price of the instructions. And that's one of the reasons we want to do QR code instructions, because we want to keep the price down.
Yep. Sure. Yeah.
And a little bit of cash for us.
Oh, we know about that.
A little bit of cash for us. Yeah, I would say it's kind of
Lake. We were trying to figure it out. Lake and I had a conversation last year. It was like, I think we were both pretty adamant about having an instruction book.
Yep. This was the last thing we cut.
Everything.
That was the last thing we cut.
Yeah.
We want everything to be first class, and he's like,
100%.
dude, it's gonna push it to a price where people are just gonna be like, nope.
Yep.
I want to say it was like $10 each because we were just making so few of them, and we were just like, sorry, dude.
I've got printing resources that can get you, depending on the level that you produce at, and for the GBC,
we wanted it to look like the real deal.
Okay, well, I can help you with that too.
All right.
I've got a good printer here in Chicago, and they do ship worldwide. They are in other states as well. That can produce pretty inexpensive instruction booklets, and they do a great job at doing the. I'm sure, Lake, you've dealt with this. The what's it called? When you, I can't think of what it's called, but you create something in a PDF, but you can't print a PDF in spreads. So it's called a saddle stitch. You have to print it as a saddle stitch.
Yep.
They did that for me, and there was no upcharge on the, because otherwise you have to sit there in Illustrator and
staple,
cut all the spreads apart so that they'll actually print correctly.
It's a lot of work.
Which there is, well, I won't get into that, but hit me up and we'll talk about that, and we'll see if that hits you guys at a price point to make instructions in the future.
Cool. Yeah, no, we definitely love to. It just can't be. It added, I want to say, like $10, and we're like, we're not doing that.
We're not. Doing that. No.
Yeah, it was just too much, especially the first year where we were.
And we aren't gonna. We're not gonna limp in either and do like bullshit instructions. They have to be like the ones everyone expects,
You still get a physical Brickworld program when you go, so you have the book in case you just want to go to it and not use the app. We want to switch to the app eventually, so we're printing less and less of the programs. But our programs are a lot less than $10 a piece. So,
Yeah.
And those are big as I think we have 24 pages in the program, and they're 8 by 11. So it's 11 by 17 folded in half. So we can certainly talk about that. I can give you some resources, and there's better ones out there online too. You might not be able to get the bleeds that you want. You may have to go back and forth a little bit, so you have to have a huge lead time to work with their creative departments. But there's definitely a lot of good printing options out there. We're talking shop. Sorry, everybody. I don't know what you came here for tonight.
Mark, I know we have you for a short time. You're back from a dinner. Any closing thoughts? We're gonna have at least 3 hardcore Brickworld focused shows heading into the event, dude. How you feeling about things right now?
I'm feeling great. I've got a great staff. I've got Phoebe and David. I'm sure most of you would talk to either or both of them about things. We got Sean now involved with all of our Lego connections, helping me keep all these people's all their questions answered. Which for me, I'm so excited to have them there. I just need somebody with the energy and the knowledge of what's going on the floor. To be a contact point, so we've roped Sean in on that on top of everything else he does for Brickworld. I'm so excited. Like we continue to grow. I mean, the program may not look much different than it does the year before, but I think we're really trying to just nail things down before we really try to slingshot this out into the future and make huge changes. But I love the tweaks that happen every year. I love the way that we know it's a good time for people. We know where the strengths are. We know where the weaknesses are. We're working on it, as much as we can.
It's real time. It's all day to day. I mean,
I'm so motivated by the people who help me because I need help. I'm the only full-time employee for the company, and people are falling over themselves to help me this year, and things are just going so much smoother. I feel so much better than I did this time last year. I feel sane. I actually feel sane right now, and we're less than 60 days out.
No, for sure. Look, hype is unreal for Brickworld this year. I think it is part mythical, part it is. It's reached a mythical status, and not just because of it's everything you do. It's the word of mouth. It's the memories. It's Tyler wishing that every single one was better than the last. We use this term, especially you and I, Mark, together, plus up. How can we plus up and just get it a little bit better than last time? And it's challenge accepted, but we will do everything we can to make this the best Brickworld possible. Mark is dedicated 1,000,000%. He eats, sleeps, breathes Brickworld. Yes, there are other events, but we all know where the Super Bowl is at. We all know where we're heading into. And I
gotta say, and I'm not just
quite a show coming in June. I know it.
Not just blowing smoke here because I'm on your show. I'm always impressed by how much you're willing to take on. We have coordinators who have been there for a long time, and their job has become pretty simple. You're always and nothing against those people because they do amazing things. You're always piling more and more on, and I appreciate that.
Almost to both of our detriment. And
no kidding.
A lot of late night calls, but it's when you're a creative, which you are too, but you're also, an executive, and I am too in my real life. But with this, I'm always man, what can we do to just get it a little bit better this time?
Oh, and I'm cut from the same cloth, so I appreciate it a lot. But there are those moments, and I won't pretend there's not, where I'm Sean, fill out the form. And you're what form? Where? And I'm are you registered? And you're maybe not.
I'm just let me. Yeah. Everyone on this panel and in the chat knows just shit comes to me and I'm just you got to take it now. It might be gone. So
totally.
Pile on, Sean. There it is. Well, I hope not as much this year. We try to get ahead of it. And Mark, thank you so much, dude. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, Mark, did you say you had the box for the dragon?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Tyler's been sitting there for 35 minutes waiting for me.
I know. I'm over here like a little child. I'm anxious, just waiting for the dragon. Because I'll double up probably. I'm gonna get a second one after the show then.
CPA gets what I'm saying. I send him texts too. We talk. We're always trying to figure it out, and he'll be like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." I'm like, "All right, back to like a." It's tough, dude. And then you throw in kids. Lake, I already know you know.
Oh, I know. Getting nothing done.
Trying to be creative, and then, since when is CPA? CPA is very creative, actually. He's very smart. He's very analytical, which we all know he's analytical, but he also has like a common sense, which you think everyone has common sense. He has a lot of common sense. And I mean that in the highest possible way.
Why are we just glazing CPA? What's this?
Well, because he's
into?
like, since when is he creative? JB, the Brickworld guy, better be giving the boys free passes, hotel rooms. These guys promote Brickworld so much. Well, we appreciate that. We do okay. Okay, that's good. Mark ain't stingy. He's generous with the community. Yeah.
Only thing he's not generous with us is the wait time to see this dragon. I'm so anxious.
TBG, the Brickworld guy. Say his name. Say his name. Yeah. Oh, I'll do it right now, because if Mark won't do it, I'll pay it. Bearded, you get there next year, your pass is free, dude. In fact, here comes Mark.
All right,
Mark.
shit, Tyler. Sorry, I actually can't find one.
No. No.
Hey, but-
I mean, although honestly, at this point, maybe it'll be even better for when I actually go to get my actually at Brickworld, when I actually go up and get my badge and everything. Will I get it there? Will that
And
be
apology? 100%. And apologies. It wouldn't be this
Mark
year.
will bring it to your room.
They they haven't
With
been
a knee brace.
they haven't been delivered yet.
Okay.
So it wasn't this year's set I had. It was last year's. Great Wall
Okay.
Contraption set. So yeah.
Hype balloon
deflates. But hey, that
Wow.
gives us some incentive for the next hype episode.
Yeah,
Maybe Mark will
that's
have one of the
true.
boxes here to show everybody what it's going to look like.
Maybe Mark will let we get an early unboxing.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Oh, should have done that off air. All right.
Whatever. We'll do it live.
I'm definitely gonna probably
let's
buy.
Mark, I'm going to ask you for two favors right
now.
now. Very inexpensive and very promotional. Number one.
Yeah.
When you
Like
get
gold.
those boxes, can you send Tyler one? We'll do a unboxing, unlike, some corporate people who will actually show you what you're getting.
Yeah.
Tyler, you have to, in return, you will open it and you will build that set within 1 week so we could see it. Tyler?
I'm down. Yeah,
You haven't
I would
built
build
a set since 1989, and that was like 50 years
He was
before you
just
were
telling
born.
us about how he swindled his dad out of a UCS X-wing that he never
unbelievable.
built.
And I'm doing it on your behalf. I can't believe
That's
you.
different, though.
You're a terrible person. All right. Number two, Mark, we've got Bearded Brickman, also known as Bearded Brickman. I know you're a big fan. I know you're.
I'm a huge fan of Bearded Brickman.
All right. If he can supply the flight, the hotel, the commitment to come to Brickworld next year,
Like 2026?
26,
Hmm.
we have him, right? We'll get him in there. We'll give him a pass if he gets there. If he can do all that and get from Australia,
We'll get him a sponsor.
we'll get him a sponsor. And if we don't get him one, I'll do it. Because he's
Adopt an
come a long
Australian.
way. He's coming from the land down under. There's songs
Exactly. Yeah.
about that.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Also, he shops at Kmart almost every day, and we wish we could still do that.
I know. I still have the chat GPT of did Kmart survive in Australia because K means kangaroo. K stands for kangaroo, and chat GPT actually laughed at me.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
Bearded Brickman. I'm excited that he's coming next year. I mean,
Do whatever we can do to get him there.
Well,
I'll do ads based on Bearded Brickman being there.
did you see his thumbnail?
No.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want the Bearded Brickman?
No
You've
comment.
seen him unbearded. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. We're gonna get back to UCS stuff, but thank you so much for stopping by.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it a lot. I'm sorry, real quick. What UCS stuff are you talking about? We did a UCS segment on our stream on Sunday. Oh, by the way, let me check this out. We are 3 weeks away, I think, from our 100th episode on Think Outside the Blocks.
Oh, geez, milestone.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
let me
coming
see.
up on 200. I don't know if anyone's counted. I have no idea where we're at.
Because I stopped making the
We're
title
almost
of our
at 4
stream.
years. It's got to be there.
So let's see. It looks like it's 1, 2, 3 weeks away. Think Outside the Block Sundays at 7 p.m. Central on the Brick World Events YouTube channel. If you want to stop by in 3 weeks, or in the meantime, in the next in the 2 interim weeks, we've got some fun stuff planned and plug myself. But yeah, if I got some time, it's been a long day. I can get back to work, but I can also stick around if you'll have me talk about some UCS stuff.
All right, let's do it.
Unless you want to kick me out.
No, I'm not trying to kick you out. You said you had a limited time on the text. I was just trying to be respectful of the time.
I appreciate that, but I'll stick around for a bit.
All right.
I'll Irish goodbye when I'm ready to go.
All right. Yeah, just bounce out. Let's see. Amy wants to appeal to you. He is coming all the way from across the Atlantic. So, as far as hooking it up, that's a long way to travel.
We will make this happen.
All right, there you go. We'll get back into UCS. Tyler, you did point out we got a lot. Holy shit, of backlog. Supers here.
That was Brent that pointed that out.
Was that how long ago it was?
Yeah.
Let's see. God, we didn't even mention this yet. Muttley went nuts and did 10 gifted memberships.
Muttley? Muttley? I love
Muttley. Muttley, I'm sorry this is so late. Muttley handed out a 10-piece earlier tonight. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. Is that the Muttley, like the Eurobricks Muttley? Muttley, if that's you, say hello. I miss you. I haven't seen your name in a long time.
Wow.
If it's not you, hi.
Well, he's
Muttley.
777. I don't know if there's
I know.
multiple
I think it's the Muttley.
He's a very sleepy UK lad. Catch the whole show tomorrow. Have a
Oh my
great
God,
time.
Muttley.
He wants to hear Barge Boys. We got a couple requests for that.
Yeah.
We'll hit that in just a sec, and we'll get back to UCS. All right. Let's see. Tyler, we're gonna go a little earlier. Something you're comfortable with. Here's the B-wing, sir. Now, this one, Tyler, you were there. I think Lake was there. Maybe Mark was there. I feel like I'm just gonna predict what was happening real time with this one. People were mid on it, and now it's a legend, or was it a legend right out of the gate?
I think people just said, "Oh, look, a B-wing," and they moved on with their lives.
Kind of like a land speeder, right?
Yeah.
You know what? From the mock builder perspective, this one was huge because it introduced that 2x2 plate with the 2 side studs. This was the first set that piece appeared in.
Wow.
Yeah. If you watch the designer video, they insisted on that piece to make sure that unlike the Ahsoka Starfighter or whatever came out this year that has just the tubes on the back, wanted to make sure that wing was slick. So that's what that piece was basically molded for, was this set, and it's used in everything now. I have so many of this piece, and I like as soon as it comes out in a new color, I'm like, I need 500 of them, So I thought this is when I was kind of falling out of my like collector phase of the Star Wars sets. And I'm like, I wanted this bad just because of all the sleek pieces. Again, this had I think several new molds, but like that was the big one. That was that 2x2 plate with the 2 side studs. It's like 2x2 plates high with 2 side studs. Yeah, that's the first. This is the first set that appeared, and that's an epic mock builder piece. So.
Would you say you're pretty knowledgeable? Like do you know a couple dozen, say, of like when pieces debuted, like important pieces debuted, or just?
I used to be a lot better at that. When I worked at Legoland, we got the sheet of new molds that were coming out, like 6 months ahead of time, so that we can order for what we were building. And so I used to have a prolific knowledge of what pieces were available in what colors and when new molds were coming out. I've kind of lost a bit of that. I've been rather busy.
Yeah.
I don't pay the same amount of attention. And after I left Legoland, I was contracting for them for quite a while. So I got that sheet every month, and I would spend a day combing through it to see if I could figure out what they were coming out with. And I haven't had that since I stopped contracting for them. Oh, in 2020 when the pandemic hit, and they stopped building stuff because they couldn't work, they couldn't go to work, and they couldn't open their new parks. But yeah, I used to, and I kind of lost it. You can see that happen on last week's episode of Think Outside the Blocks, because we did a UCS segment where Ben was quizzing me on how many UCS sets, like say the B-Wing. Like he'd show me this picture and be like, how many UCS versions of the B-Wing are there? And is this the picture of the first, second, or, whatever number? And I'd say 60% well with it. But if that quiz had come to me in like 2011, I'd have been like prolific at it.
Well, that'd be a pretty interesting thing to. You saying that kind of just piques my interest in the fact of, with some like legendary pieces out there, it would be really cool just to like actually have like a breakdown of like the top 50 most legendary. Like, where do they debut and why? You know what I mean? Because, like, so you said, like, so in the designer video of this set, like, they actually brought the piece up in that video and, like, actually spoke about why they made it?
Yes.
But how often do they do that for pieces, you think? Like, more back in the day? Because, I don't really hear anything about it these days about, like, designers talking about why they introduced a piece. You know what I mean?
It's happening more where we're getting designer videos, but it's with, like, the Trevi Fountain had one. Like the unveilings of these new sets for our LFM. We're seeing it more now. It was more of a big thing when like during that time, just because it was like social media was starting to like pop up more. And back then it was all Facebook. Back then it was all Facebook. So that's when they were like starting to shift into like the early days of Brick World. The Lego set designers would come to the shows and interact with the public, interact with the AFOLs, and they would tell us that like the adult market is not big enough for them to focus that much of their budget on, that much of the percentage of the sets they build per year. They've definitely shifted since then. But like if I can remember every nuance of every year, I could write a book about it, just because I was, a part of the community from the first Brick World on, and then I got recruited from Brick World number 2 in 2008 to work for Legoland. So I was just like, my thumbs were in all of it. I was spinning all the plates and kind of had an ear in each conversation for a long time. So yeah, like this. Is this the B-Wing one? This is it. This is the exact video where he's talking about using that piece.
I do miss these style interviews, how they used to do because they did these not even just for the Star Wars ones. They did it for like the Horizon Express, the old Carousel, like even the modulars back in the day.
Oh, they did Disney. They did the Disney Castle. It's funny, Mark, how they've gotten way more profitable, and now they're starting to like retract some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird.
I can tell you, I have one insider point on that. Lego will always fight the IPs and their contracts with them, and then their marketing department versus their legal department, and a high turnover rate in both. At least when I was there.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. That happens in every normie company, but like it's just like, man, they can't. I don't know, man. Like their marketing just needs. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've done so much more with so much less. Prime example.
And I worked on the project management and art direction side after I was promoted from designer. And dear God, that's why that's why one of the reasons I left. I just wanted my design desk back, and because I was just sick of it. Like I'm opening a hotel, like I'm working on, like I'm on like the installation crew, because that's what you use the art director for, is to put them in there to like make sure everything's installed correctly, right? So I was basically like the foreman for like the model installation for the hotel, and I get someone from the legal department comes by and says, we have to take all these Lego Star Wars images down. And I was like, but you sent them to me. They're like, yeah, but it's we can't have IP stuff up in this hallway. And I was like, it's one hallway. Who told you this? Because you sent me these images and they were approved. And you just have to take them down. I'm like, no.
This is what, a Legoland hotel?
Yes.
Which one?
California.
Carlsbad? Yeah.
Carlsbad, yeah.
Okay.
It was and that was the first one in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only one I've been to. All right.
What room did you stay in?
It was the
Here's the part of it where I'm talking about. See, this is the first time this piece was in a set. And he's talking about, so this piece was molded just for this set.
Oh, and I took it off. Damn it.
Damn it, Sean.
Yeah, panicked. I do that. I live stream brain.
No, I was trying to. All right, move it along. Let's see.
Oh, you were trying to move it along. Never mind.
No, not that. Here. What piece?
This 2x2 square by
All right,
2
let's
These
do
two
it.
parts,
Let's do it.
left and right, are actually
There we go.
totally the same, just mirrored. And the way the model is built is I just place them together like this. Then I have a lot of parts where I use these special studs, these bricks, all the way up here to keep them together.
Is that the
Actually
part?
makes a really, really stable model. So for this,
I call that the squeezerman. Is what that is.
a little
That's the
extra
first time.
parts here and there
So this designer got that
makes the
part
whole wing.
produced just
And
for
basically, the whole model is built mirrored.
Yeah, now that piece
then
is
you
used
just
all
put
over the
together.
place.
all
So what
over.
I can do now is take the top part, which is built in the same way, and fit them together.
Dude,
Damn,
he did a
the
no
same way.
look.
On the
Build
He,
it now.
dude, he did a no look Technic connection. I've never done that in my life. You try. We always try to find it, Lake. You know what I'm talking about.
And the
But man,
lower gun
Easy.
at the end.
Alright.
And there you have the model.
wow. Jesus. All right, that was emotional.
Yeah.
So what's that piece called? I know it's not the squeezerman. What would you call it?
I think it's just a 2x2 plate modified with studs on side, right? I think that's what Bricklink calls it. I believe it's just that. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna check what Bricklink says actually. Oops, I accidentally went to Brick World website.
Picked out.
Apparently, I go there more often. We are getting close to launching a new site.
Much needed. Much needed. Mark, when's it dropping? Is it going to be pre-show or when?
Pre-show. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
We were aiming for April 1st. What's the date? Not the 1st right now. So we're not there yet. We're working on it. I like it where it's at, but we have to iron out some kinks first. Kinks. It is a plate modified 2x2 by 2/3 with 2 studs on side.
There you go.
And how
992.
many sets has it been in? Doesn't it tell you that in the top right of it? How
Yep,
many sets?
it has been in 1,131 sets.
Wow. Since
A lot of
then?
sets over a decade. Wow.
Damn.
When was the B-Wing? 12? When was it?
Yeah, 12.
Before
yeah.
that. Oh, was it?
11, 12.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
Tyler knows. Look at the box art.
Going to-
Well, it was 12. Yeah. I mean, it was the
12,
first.
yeah.
First
He
three
knows.
fourths,
He
yeah.
knows. Come on. All right. Tyler, where do we want to go next? What other notable May 4th UCS set do you want to look at next, dude?
I mean, do you want to just go up in years? I guess.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know where we're going.
The better UCS X-Wing.
In your opinion. The box art's better, but ooh,
By default, it has to be the third one, right?
This is the second.
But there was a problem with this, right? Like the S foils didn't actually, like the instructions were wrong, or like it didn't. There's
I don't know if Tyler was around back then.
Oh, I was
All
around,
of
but
you
I never.
guys were.
I didn't. I kept it in the box, man. I was 12 years old, keeping my sets in boxes, Sean. I didn't know. I don't know about no X foils on this.
I want to buy it just based off the strength of the box. Although I do have to call out, was the dimensions thing, the size and all that, always on the front like this? That's a little weird.
I don't think it was. I think
Tyler, was this normal right here where they showed you what you were getting on the front like this?
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't like definitively say. I mean, and
I feel like I've seen this box 100 times and I've never seen that. This is weird.
I think what happened was when they switched to the black box, they started putting the dimensions on the back with a blue outline of the set with the dimensions, with the dimension marks on like the profile and the front view.
All right. Tyler, Lake, and Mark, why do we like this better than the newer one? If you do.
I just think I think this one has more character.
More character? More studs? What do you mean?
No, just more class and more character.
No details? I mean, it's definitely slimmer.
Like, I'll give you this much. I mean, I do agree that the little engine things on this one should be like 20% bigger, but not as big as the one.
Not 100% bigger.
Yeah.
Chunkier.
That's the one critique I can honestly say to this 2013 one.
Brickman.
What's going on?
Yo, CPA man, what's up with you guys calling me out tonight?
I'm calling out some
Okay.
And this is before they started shoving exclusive figures into the UCS sets. So UCS sets used to come without figures, and then they're like, "Hey, what's a better reason to spend a chunk load of money on this? Let's shove in a bunch of exclusive figures too, or one or two."
There's none in that one, right?
0.
Wow. Tyler, did you know that?
I mean, I think you just get an R2D2 head. Am I wrong, or do you just get the head up there?
Well, it's claimed as Bricklink says no figs, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, but the head wouldn't just be. But I think, I mean, maybe you get a head in this one, but maybe not.
Not a fig. What is up there? What is this? 10240.
You able to hit the little zoom a little bit, Sean?
There's a full body at the top right of that box, right?
I'll do it. Tyler, I'm gonna go.
I didn't even see up there.
Tyler, I'm gonna post best.
Are you talking about Yoda? Yoda doesn't come in the box though. That's just
no.
Look above
on
him.
the actual top mark on the top actual.
Oh,
top,
R2D2. Right? I see. Sorry. It does say one minifigure on Bricklink, and it does say Astromech Droid R2D2. Like,
but I mean, it's not an exclusive R2. That's for sure. It's just the same one that came in 20 other sets at that point.
But it is considered a figure by Bricklink.
Yeah.
Tyler, when was the first X-wing? What year?
I mean, OG was
no, UCS.
2002, 2001.
I think it's 1.
Yeah, I think it's 1. Yeah.
All right. 2013, and then 2023. Start poll. All right, boys, it's out there. What's the best one? Factually, this will be the answer forevermore.
I will argue
Yellow
that
X in the building. I haven't seen you in a while.
I'll argue that none of those are the best X-wing.
Really? Are you going to go with a play scale, boy?
Are you going to go with the
2018? That's the best X-wing right there.
The Christmas one?
Nope. That's 2019. 2018. The model that the Christmas one is modeled after.
Christmas later, I think.
And that's the same one, Lake, that all the resistance and all that was?
That's the fat head one. That's the dual molded helmets that they used for that one set. That's the best X-wing.
Yo, Sean, can you Google one thing for me and pull it up?
Sure.
Can you just look up 2013 New York Toy Fair, I think? X-wing, like basically the huge one that they made like in Times Square or whatever.
Oh God. Yeah. This looks crazy.
I mean, hey, well that's how big I want my. I mean, that would be the one where I can actually sit in it, right? That's how big I want my UCS.
First X-wing was 2000, and it also came with one minifigure, the R2D2 astromech droid.
So, Mark, I don't know if you know this, but Tyler wants to make Lego Star Wars big again. That's his number one goal in life.
I just want big
Earlier
Lego
tonight,
Star
when I
Wars
said, "What would satisfy you? How much bigger does it need to get?" and he basically turned his chair and he said, "I want this to be the cockpit of my next UCS set,
Oh, you mean like big?
like this."
Yeah. All right. See that? What kind of cage would they have to lock that behind in a Walmart?
That's true.
They should have just put groceries on this, dude. That Tyler, I'm so glad you brought this up. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen him. Oh my god, look at this.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not made of Lego. What is this made of?
Probably fiberglass. That's what we would have done it with at the parks.
So, Mark, when you were in charge of these kind of things, if somebody said, like, "Hey, man, we need it at this scale," you would have said, "All right, fiberglass," and then put, I don't know, that nose is looking a little studdy over here.
Is that Lego?
Yeah, Sean, Coop said it's made of Lego.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
1,000,000% made of Lego?
1,000,000%, apparently.
You don't think there's any?
I'm sure there's steel in the center. I guarantee you that. There's probably a steel frame. They're going to ship that in places. I'm sure it breaks into pieces. And there is a steel frame in each section.
Tyler's got a loaner off the Yoda Chronicles.
And the only reason that steel is there is so that you know they can actually bolt it down and make sure it doesn't fall over on anybody. Lego can stand together that way. So,
Man, this is 2 years before I moved there. How crazy is this?
steel and glue, lots of glue.
Look
Right.
at that, dude. Wow. Tyler, great call, dude. This makes
That's how big
2013
I
better.
want
All right, Mark,
Yeah.
zoom in, look at it, whatever you need to do. I do think it's reinforced somehow, but do you think
Yeah. I guarantee you it is.
all the outer is legit though?
Yeah. Yeah. I believe this was made by Lego, and there are certain.
So you're saying it's like ultimate Technic on the inside? Like,
Yeah. So and just judging by the way that they sculpted all of those, the cone piece and the half pin, they dropped this probably from what we used at the time was Rhino. Dropped a NERB. I would say I would say that lightsaber blade. Yeah, there's definitely some non-Lego in there. So you see the lightsaber blades. Go back to that picture. See how that's very smooth.
Yeah.
That is fiberglass.
Oh yeah, too smooth right there.
100%. And that's not Lego, I would say. Very convinced on that.
Tyler's one of the top 5 greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's very
I've
cool.
never seen this till now.
But,
Wow.
yeah, 100% that they have not only have a steel frame in it, and not only is it glued, it goes into several sections. They probably UV coated it as well to protect it from the white brick from yellowing in the sun.
Now look at this. How much would this banner go for on Whatnot, Tyler? It says 45,900 pieces. No, I'm sorry. 45,900 pounds. 5,335,200 pieces on this set.
I was gonna say that's only 45,000 pieces. I
No,
mean,
no,
that would
no.
only be like a $4,500 set, and I'm
No,
like,
right here.
bro.
It's a better view.
5
It's
million.
pounds.
Hey,
LBS.
good eyes, man.
Man, that looks so cool. Yeah, I love this thing, man.
Even the rubber bands are made out of Lego brick there. See that?
Tyler,
It's
straight up, Tyler, don't exaggerate. What would you just pay for that thruster off to the bottom right, just to be hanging from your ceiling? You could put a chandelier off of it.
Sean.
Yeah.
Coop has put a link to the time-lapse build of this in the chat.
Oh, all right. There you go, boys. Get after it.
Sean, I don't think I'd buy just the engine, but if this whole thing was $5,000, I'd buy it.
The whole thing was $5,000. Mark, in
Yes, sir.
2013 money to today,
Yeah.
given the real pieces, sure, there's a little bit of trickery going on. What's the cost of this thing?
Oh God. 2013 prices. This alone, what is that? 5 million. I would guess an installation like this in 2013 prices would the budget for the entire project would have been about $500,000.
Okay.
Damn.
So, and that was just for the unit, right? For the model. Or do you think with getting New York to, I mean, God, the permit to be right there would have been. I think this is I don't know about multi-million, but it's.
I would say I never dealt with shipping. I know that we did the entire hotel installation.
They brought this in on a truck, obviously.
$1 million budget for the hotel alone, and we had a lot of huge models in there. So I would say they shipped this from somewhere, probably overseas. Just depending at that point in time, this was probably built somewhere in Denmark or the UK, or potentially Malaysia, and then shipped to where is this? Times Square?
Yeah.
They might have done it in Connecticut. They might have done this in Connecticut. Either way, a lot of money. And I would start the 5 million pieces. Yeah, I would say manpower, steel frame, bricks, at least $500,000.
Just on that, transportation, the rental, all that is easily clears a mill. It's probably a $2 million activation mark today, I think.
Oh, 100%. Yes, I agree with that. I'm going to go ahead and share the video in case you want to play it. The time lapse of building this.
No, I saw it on the comment. Where is it?
I got it. All right, it's there if you want it.
Oh, gotta remove.
Ready?
Go. All right, it says where's go to comments and everything and start seeing where it's made.
What?
Looks like IKEA, so I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna guess this is the Connecticut shop because they have the extraction. They've got the red shirts. From what I remember, this looks like Connecticut to me. I could be wrong.
It looks like an American building.
Okay.
I don't know. It gives off American vibes, I guess.
Wow, they put it all together there. They definitely broke it apart to move it.
Yes.
This is the greatest Lego set of all time.
Mm.
No, I mean, there's no question. There's not anything anyone could say.
I said, oh, you can sit in it. You can
Tyler, it's what you want.
See that?
Dude, the rubber bands.
The rubber bands are brick built. That's crazy. I saw that in one of the other shots.
Oh, R2's head.
There's a minifigure. Cockpit is not Lego built. Those are not Lego built. The rods, the lightsaber blades, everything else, or it looks like they were still using the ski poles at that point. Access panels to you pull those out, and then that's where you crank all the sections together.
So, Mark,
yeah,
this is bigger than anything you were involved on, but like, is it?
It's hard to tell. So
I'm sorry. All right, I was assuming, but like,
no, so
you've
like
done stuff like look, that's too big for Tyler. Look at that.
this is, I would say, oh yeah, damn. No, this is definitely bigger than some of the stuff we did. What is it? There's a family of 4 dragons in the hotel brands.
Something awesome with the greatest comment of the night. Rivendell's still better.
Facts.
That's fucking might be the heater of the night. I want that. I want the saluting Luke. Oh my god, dude! And Luke wasn't even in that. Look, dude, did you see that in the last little thing, Tyler? A little Lego Star Wars logo built somewhere. Oh my god!
Wait, something awesome. How do you know that there's illegal building techniques in this?
Well, you can't shove rods into. Look at that. There it is. There's your steel right there, dude.
Yeah, that's the entire interior frame.
Tyler, you seeing that?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not really considering a steel infrastructure as like a legal building. It's like I kind of consider a legal building like within the Lego itself.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you, because it's like the reason that can stand on its own. You just don't want it to fall over on people. It's like there's a bunch of models in the parks and in the hotel brands.
All right. Well, here's what we need to do. Brick World 2026. 13-year anniversary. Not, a round number. We need this at Brick World, right?
Oh, good call. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll get to work on that right away.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right.
But yeah, it's like the main thing is like when you have guest interaction, you want a steel frame in it, not only to like hold the structure together during shipping, but to make sure that like there's a model in the parks where it's like a pizza, like an Italian pizza maker, and he's like holding up a pizza tray like this, shit. And people were like, guests were putting their children on the pizza maker's arm and taking a picture. So like they need steel in that because like Lego can hold that, but you don't want to like take any chances with it.
Yeah.
So that's why steel is in there, mostly, and honestly, mostly for shipping.
Shit.
Because a lot of times we're like, when we were in Carlsbad, we would throw it into a crate.
Tuck Bricks has this model in his guest room. There's so many great things going on. Oh my god!
They ship it across the world in a container ship to Malaysia or the UK or Germany. And you want to make sure that survives the trip. And so like the steel's really going to help, and the glue is going to help hold that together. So
Mark, we're going to get back into the set here momentarily. We do have some overdue.
I'm going to grab a beer in the meantime. Be right back.
Yeah, do that.
Yo, Cody, I'm gonna just like send you a signal and you send me a signal back so we don't hint, but like, do you get what I'm putting down here? That's not tonight.
Correct.
Okay. There we go.
What?
Nothing.
I'm left out. I'm left out of my own message. What's going on?
Well, that's why you gotta just you gotta understand the signal.
That'll probably be a shock, Tyler.
Okay. Like, I won't go any farther, but yeah. Okay, it's a shock. Okay.
A shock? What? Shock drop? What are we doing?
Shock.
What? All right. Muttley requested this. We're going to do an intermesh. Here's Barge Boys. Yeah.
Jabba's got himself a sail barge filled with figs and laying looking hot with a sexy dig. We all need Gertie said they get us hype, barge boys get us right. I used to board and didn't have a barge, but now I got one with a Jabba that's large. You take that mother effer and you the Sarlacc pit. Now take a look at the loader I get. Barge boys, no other says matter. Show me any set and bet. Barge boys is better. Barge boys all day, all night. Barge boys best setup of our lives. Yeah, sets matter. Show me any set and bet. Barge boys is better. Barge boys all day, all night. Barge boys best set of our lives. Yeah, barge boys, no other sets matter. Show me any set and bet. Barge boys is better. Barge boys all day, all night. Barge boys best set of our lives.
Barge Boys, and then
that entire time the video wasn't even playing for me, and you guys were like. You guys were still muted, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here like, I don't even know if it's going or not, but like, I didn't want to say anything to like interrupt it since my mic wasn't muted. Like, I mean, what was going on there?
Like it played, right?
I saw it. I saw the whole thing.
Did you play? Did you hear the audio? Or
Yeah.
what?
No, oh, I didn't hear nothing. No.
Yeah. All right. Bearded with the 15-piece Australian went and bought a Starlink Mini today purely for the May 4th release. I'll be in remote Australia fishing with 0 cell services. That is commitment, brother. Holy shit. That's what are those things like? They're like $200-300. The Mini, it's pretty expensive.
That's what Tyler needs tonight.
True, yeah.
But Bearded, we got to throw something out to you real quick. Let's see. Man, what do we do? We already did 40. We did dinos. Mark, what do you want to hear?
I like Droidica or Frico or Brew. I give you 3 options.
All right.
You can run, even really fast. It won't matter when I roll up on your ass. I am metal. I've got my blasters. I'm a badass roly-poly robot disaster. Droidica, Trade Federation, pinball. Droidica, I make all the Jedi pay. Yeah, I keep rolling, bitch.
Boom. Droidica. Yeah. All right, Mark, you weren't here for the inaugural run through of the set, but let's go through it one more time.
Yeah, let's.
Box of Boys Live. Second set. Second time, releasing at Brick World. This time we have the Brick World logos, and thank you again for that, for the complimentary licensing fees.
You're welcome.
I asked him that before his actual likeness. I'm like, do you mind if we use? Nope, it's fine. All right. So contracts in the mail on that, but
Yep, I'll sign it when I get it.
But Mark, how wild is it? It started as a wild idea. I'm like, hey man, put me in touch with these guys. Let's see what they say. And you remember all the conference calls. I mean, you can give more of the backstage, but I was like, how cool would it be if we could just get up there with them? And you're like, I'll introduce you and go from there. I mean, that's pretty much, you're an enabler. You don't, you're a closer too, but with this one, you're like, I don't know, man, talk to them, see what they say.
And yeah, I was a bit like they're a little bit more wholesome than your stream, like by maybe a couple percentage points. So I wasn't sure what they would think about your song. They were all
and you were like, just send it to, that's right. Cause you were like, I don't know. There's a little bit of cussing. And I'm like, not in Box of Boys. We didn't say anything in that one.
They were all, they were giving you like, can we lead you in with this? Can we do some, they had some lyric advice. They had some lead in.
Oh, they wanted it to be like, they said, can you switch all the lyrics to Ninjago was the actual.
And you're like, well, not that.
Like, wrong guy to ask. Yeah.
Wrong guy to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think this is fantastic. A really good design. It's fun. You know what? Just from a mock builder's perspective, you can drop this into any display and be like, "Hey, live park concert."
Somebody said throw this in a giant semi truck and have it slide.
Yeah. It's a baller stage. I really like. Yeah, you can make it a DJ truck for sure.
I don't know if I've gotten to this level of detail, Mark, but you're getting a band torso if you order 2.
Oh, no, you sent me that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me that
Order
one.
3, you get the
and I was like, explain.
the stealth Mark Chase figure. So you are gonna be in one of out of every 3 sets, but
Immortalized.
If somebody orders 3, they're gonna get themselves a guaranteed Mark.
Yeah. That's why I ordered 3, so I can get it. What are we looking at? How's it look for the minimum being met?
We're looking pretty good. I'm pleased. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I still got to order mine after the show, so +1.
There we go.
What is Tyler doing with the hat? He looks like BLP bricks up there. What is this?
I don't know. He's Carhartt and
Tyler, how cold is it where you are right now?
It's warm.
I don't know.
50 today.
Maybe like 18 or something. I don't know.
you pole barn in there?
18?
No, I'm up in Wisconsin
Okay.
in a secret base.
They don't pole barn in Wisconsin. It looks like a pole barn to me.
Maybe.
KG. KG's balls.
Well, technically, I mean, Mark, you would know where I'm at. I'll put in the private chat.
Great, thank you.
Mark's going to know 30 facts about your town. Get ready.
I'll try not to say them out loud.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't want to give away your locale. Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Well, tell those folks I say hello. I love those folks. I owe them a meeting, actually.
Tyler, this actually came in like an hour ago, and we were running through stuff, but he wants a 2013 New York X-Wing as a set.
Yeah, that's truth.
I'll be honest. I don't even know what you just said there, Sean.
All right. Read the screen.
Oh, okay, my bad.
This was an hour before we talked about it.
Oh, what's up, TPC? Oh, speaking of that, TPC, what's going on? He's a real chill guy. I haven't even seen him. What's going on, man? Hopefully he's still here. Tyler wants the 2013. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see?
He called it. You called your shot. And honestly, that one's bigger than where you could fit in. So Bearded says it's 36 Celsius. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate you following it up with 97.
Sorry.
It's 36 Fahrenheit here.
It's 97 Fahrenheit over there. Holy moly. Too hot.
Like, where you at?
Oh, around the corner from Tyler.
Okay. Like in an office behind that pole barn?
Something like that.
ACOB and Stud Lake, not to pile on behind tonight's spectacular UGS drop, but are we going to see any ACOB apparel drops soon? Lake?
Be cool to have something new before Brick World.
It would be cool.
It would be cool.
Should I pull it up or no?
Yeah, why not?
I think I did show it to Mark. I got the commemorative heart from Mark, but yeah. Look at that. It's so sick. Still to be finalized. We'll touch it up. We'll make it, but yeah.
Sneak preview.
Well, previews. I sent it to Ryan and he's like, I love it. I really do. Can you put that on the back of the shirt with a little tiny emblem on the front? Ryan wears his surf clothes and shit. It's pretty funny.
Surprised didn't want it on a jersey.
No, we got to do a Rennie thing, and Mark and I are gonna when we have time. We want to figure out the slippers, Mark. It might not be this year, but you remember the slippers idea, Mark? We got to figure it out.
I do.
You're like, I want a pair of those.
What time is it? I was gonna say I'll text my merchandise person.
Yeah, just order them right now.
Can they possibly be Birkenstocks? Not just slippers, but some Birkenstocks?
Sure, we'll do custom Birks for 400. What do you? We're trying to get these affordable, but I would love Rennie, the dream. And again, I say this stuff out loud. I maybe not this year, but Mark, hotels give you robes, sometimes slippers, depending on the fineness of the hotel. Could you imagine a world where everyone rolls down and they're Rennie? Forget Renaissance. Fuck that. We want the Rennie and then the Rennie slippers. You go get a simple bagel and go back to your room.
Wait, do they actually give us robes in those hotel rooms or no?
I don't know. Is that place classy enough for robes? I don't know.
I think so.
Dude, I've never noticed that in the room.
You just sleep in your room, Tyler, for an extremely long time. That's what you do.
I'm seeing a slow-mo video of
Bearded's a size 13, size 14. All right.
all of
Bearded,
us.
we'll do it. I
walking-
want slippers, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's saying it's essential. Mark, we got to prioritize this.
Yeah, I would say that's the thing. It's like, yeah, 400 pair. What sizes? I'm a size 12. Your lord. I don't know why I'm 5'7". I'm
Like
size 12 feet.
Like what size? 10? You seem like a 10 guy. Like
14.
Yeah, bullshit. You got 14.
Brickhead Brad.
Blake's like a 9.5. What do you got?
Who?
Tyler.
I'm a 10.5. But dude,
I was gonna put you at an 11.
I'll never forget this, Sean. Think about it, man. Back in my middle school days, like when all the kids were buying, the Jordans, the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the KDs.
Yeah, but nobody had the fucking Rennies, dude.
Well, but back in that day, dude, because my feet are a little bit bigger, man. So all those basketball shoes I would buy, I used to buy like size 12s and 12s and a half because I didn't know any better. But then I realized like 2 years later, when I got like just into like Adidas, like just regular shoes, I'm my true size like a 10 and a half. So I was walking around like a clown in middle school without even knowing. And it's like size 12, like
wait, let's, we got to rewind. How are you in a 12?
because my
what are you talking about?
It's a little bit wider, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like in basketball shoes, them being a little bit more narrow. Like I'm not a basketball player. Like I just got them because LeBrons were the cool things. And it's like when I would go try them on, I would just like, we would try the sizes and be like, just too tight on the foot. So I'd be up in like 12 and a half because like it would fit at that point since it's
Wait,
bigger.
hold on. You'd buy them way too big?
Well, but like kind of unknowingly, you know what I mean? Like kind of unknowingly. So like I just walked around 2 sizes too big for 4 years.
Tyler was just buying shoes that matched how old he was. He was in middle school. He was 13. He's buying 13s. He thought that's how it worked.
Tyler's Coop's an 11.5 EE, which to me translates to about a 12.
What the heck is an EE?
I think it's extra wide.
Alaska's got its own sizing up there.
His foot flattens out. It's too cold, dude. It's kind of like a
so Tyler,
frozen sirloin.
You found eventually you need to buy wides, right?
well, not even. I mean, I fit into this. I mean, I'm only Adidas. Like I only rock Adidas Ultra Boost and NMDs. That's all I rock, and I'm a 10.5. Like without having to worry about wide or anything. Like I'm a 10.5 in like most Adidas shoes, and I fit that fine. But like for Nike basketball shoes, way too narrow for me.
Mark's actively looking for this, but Mark, for next year, can you find an ACOB backy pipe, which we should do? It could be Brick World. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. What's a backy pipe?
I think he means like a tobacco pipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's already on.
Yeah,
he's on another screen.
I know my merchandise person has
dude,
this.
NMDs are amazing, dude.
And Ultra Boost.
Ultra Boost are the best.
This is gonna be like a
Ultra Boost. If you remove, here's the thing about Ultra Boost. Even if you remove like the insole, the little
Oh my god, are we still talking about
the boost is good enough? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'll go a size down if I can get that.
But hot take: the only good Ultra Boost are the 1.0s, because all the other ones they switch it up. Like the 1.0s, they have the Flyknit material and like there's something about how they have the laces on the 1.0s, like with a little like cage. That like it's just looser. Because funny part about it is, I mean, back in like 2018. I liked the 1.0 so much, and at that point, the 2.0s came out the following year. I asked my dad for a brand new pair of the 2.0s for my birthday one year, and it's kind of funny. I mean, he got them for me, and then we realized, hey, at first I'm like a little tight, but I'm like, all right, I'll just wear them a couple times. But the 2.0s and 3.0s, they just fit differently than the 1.0s. So another funny thing my dad bought me that technically I've only worn like twice in my life are those Ultra Boosts that are still sitting in my closet.
Just keep bamboozling your dad, man. He's buying you all this shit. He's leaving it in the closet, and you laugh at him.
Sean, if we're gonna do
my last present I got, it was like 89. I don't know.
If we're gonna do tobacco pipes and hookahs, we should have a Brick World After Dark merch booth.
Oh, for sure.
As long as there's Virginia Slims there.
Mark, I'm going to ask you online right now.
Sell tobacco.
You can tell me to fill out a form, but could we show a movie if I brought a projector? Could we get a room for that, like late night?
we have a cinema room. I have a projector. You and I just need to talk about events. But yes.
Episode 3.
No barf.
Tyler, you'd show up.
I wouldn't. Actually, no.
Revenge of the Sith
Tyler,
Block
episode 3 screening at Brickworld. Would you go to
Party?
that?
How about a Clone Wars movie screening?
We're out of room.
You'd have
Right.
5
No.
people go to that.
No.
Mark
Go to
saying no.
both.
Mark never says no. He always says submit a form. This time he says no.
No, it's not gonna happen.
He never says no. He says submit a form.
Well,
But
this
for-
is interesting. Brickhead Brad, which by the way, yes, I did pee. Brickhead Brad says Goonies, a movie room for the weekend.
No, not the whole weekend. Spaceballs. would be good.
I'm so sorry. I think if we want Goonies, if we want all the Star Wars movies, maybe not the sequel trilogy, or the prequel trilogy, but you guys seem to like it. A movie room. Meh.
Mark
I'm not
did
gonna
say
promise
our show
Let's
isn't
talk
as
about it.
wholesome as others. Well, I apologize, Mark. It's
Oh no, have you watched mine? Torso Cracker? No, you haven't. You've never been there. At least not that I know, unless you've been lurking.
we're not watching the Mighty Ducks.
He's not as-
It's starting to get crazy.
He's not as wholesome as the Fold, is all I said.
True.
Which is true. Neither am I.
I know those guys.
like-
though.
Throwing stones in glass houses here.
Their reactions to the fun lyrics, though, were pretty.
I know, right? I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good co-branding event.
It took there was a long weekend, Mark. You remember I sent it on a Wednesday, finally Sunday. They go, yeah, this is good. Let's do it. I'm like, all right.
Bro, what is going on with some of these comments?
Torso. What wholesome dinos.
What?
You know what's weird is like I think people like I need you as
We
you're
talk
very
about Fun
civil.
Hole a lot.
Yeah, civil. You're very civil. Lake, you're very civil.
Some call me civil.
I do. This whole dinos conspiracy, it's really just we want to see dinosaurs. People are trying to make it into a thing. I don't understand.
I just want to see Indominus Rexes. That's all I want to see.
Yeah. Barley, ACOB more wholesome than pure Ant Fury? Yes. That I would say. Yeah. That's his avenue. We're somewhere in the middle. Maybe we're PG-13 to his R.
Well, this show's PG for the first hour, PG-13 for like what's the difference between PG and PG-13?
Oh my
Because I
God.
was about to just say, and I don't even know the difference. So before I say that, what is even the difference?
PG is like 7 or something, and then 13's literally 13-year-olds.
So PG stands for parental guidance.
Yeah. And parental guidance for those under the age of 13 is PG-13.
Under the age of 13?
Yes.
So at 13, what does that become? Like MA or whatever, mature audience?
No, it goes up from there to R.
R.
Restricted under the age of 17.
And then 18 plus, naturally, anything goes?
Mature audience is 21.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Or
I always
X is-
thought I thought PG-13 meant like
I think-
13.
I think X is gone.
I think X is gone, yeah. But so it's now it's MA. Or NC-17, which is 17 and older.
Basically, very few movies that are rated R make over a certain amount.
Hey, Tyler, check out the documentary. This movie has not yet been rated, or this movie has not been rated.
Yeah.
And that'll give you the entire history up until 2011.
Is it on YouTube or is it on a streaming platform?
I don't know.
But so what's it called? I'll write it in my notes.
I'll drop the link in the chat.
This movie has not been rated, Tyler.
It's fascinating. This film is not yet rated, is the name of it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on. Oh, it's on Prime now.
Sweet.
I'm gonna drop the IMDb link in. I don't know why I said IMDb like that. Oh, look, someone did a thing. Whatever.
Mark dropped a 5-piece. Holy shit.
Well, I didn't want to outpost Muttley, but I was like feeling the ACOB vibe, so I'm like, I want to give a gift.
Yeah, was I just dreaming, or did Molly Cooler drop a 50 member last week?
Yeah,
When I saw that on replay,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's
yeah,
bonkers.
it was wild.
I always knew I liked Molly Cooler.
Yeah, Molly with a 50 piece last week. We got 15 again this week. Pretty crazy. Mark, your top three were Droidica. We played that, Annie, and Baru.
Let's go, Freako.
I remember the time when Eddie went freako. When he grew up fast and Batman was his freako. Came out swinging his saber longer than a light pole. I remember, yeah I do. His midi-chlorian shot right through.
Damn. Oh, by the way, Sports Center update. Brent had to roll. This is like hours ago.
Thought he was still in the bathroom.
No, he had some fam jam stuff. It was not actually related to the job, but Brent had to roll early. So yeah.
I like the
The only
ticker tonight.
Jedi Temple themed super. I knew I liked Mark. Kyle Stonelake, which is a very familiar name, Mark, loves that song. It's his favorite.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to say, Harvest, your stream pun from like 10 minutes ago did not go unnoticed. I saw it, but I just had no airway to be able to credit you then. But I did see it, Harvest. Your stream pun was hilarious.
Princess Bride. What does that mean? Was that PG or?
It's a movie room request for
Oh.
World. This is another one we can put in.
There's an active movie room in there, Mark?
No, they're asking for it now that you asked for an episode 3.
Oh, well, shit. You said you had a movie. I thought you said you had a movie room.
No, well, we have the cinema room where all of the
That sounds like a movie theater. Lake, am I crazy? A cinema room.
so it's where the it's where all of the brick film submissions are
They
played.
show pictures there. They don't show movies.
It's the picture
Didn't
show,
it-
don't
did-
you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't the old timers call it a picture?
Yeah, so it's where the so we have the Brick Film Festival, where people submit Lego animated brick films like stop motion, with Lego pieces and
Mark, would you like to pack that at 11 a.m. on a given night or 11 p.m. on a given night?
No,
We can do
it's a
that.
separate room to respect our brick film coordinators
All right.
and all the people who submitted the films to the Brick Film Festival, so that people can stop in at any time and watch all of the brick films that have been submitted to the festival. It is an international festival, so you don't have to attend Brick World.
What if I gave you an intergalactic festival in
Hang
the
on,
form of episode 3?
Hang on, I'm businessing. So you don't have to attend Brick World Chicago to submit your film to the competition. Anybody in the world can submit a film to the Brick World Brick Film Competition. Plays throughout the day at the convention. That's why we can't interrupt that room, but we can see if we have space for another one. And if Phoebe was watching this, she would kill me. But an intergalactic brick film room. I'm sorry, an intergalactic film room. Do tell, what would that be?
Star Wars. That's it.
Yeah. Or
Late night. I don't know. Fabu says submit episode 3 as a brick film.
there's a list of requirements on the website.
Human Centipede. New
Oh
request.
God, no. That was also like 2011.
Businessing, like Lord Business. All right. Yeah.
Star Trek and yeah, that's galactic.
I never really realized how much the Lego movie like fell out of the like Lego community culture until he just said Lord Business again there, and I'm like, that's a name I haven't heard in like 5 years. Like, am I the only one? Like, I mean, Lego movies like really not talked about anymore?
9 years, man. 2016 was the Lego movie.
Damn. But even then, like, you would think in the Lego community we would hear about it a little bit more.
No,
You know,
God,
like-
it was longer than that. It was like 2011 2012?
Nope.
No.
When was the Lego movie? It was not 16.
I'm gonna guess 2014.
Yeah, that sounds right.
2014.
All right.
I mean, like, think about it. Even on the 10-year anniversary of it, like, no one talked about it.
Lego Batman movie, best movie ever made.
It
Hands
was a
down.
very good movie. I really enjoyed that in theaters.
So I went with Matt Husband, and Matt Husband has a very boisterous laugh, and he's a huge DC fan, so he's getting all the jokes like a full second or two before everyone else was, and so like the entire audience in the theater had a better time because he was there. Because the joke, their understanding of the joke was punctuated by the loudest laugh in the theater. It was such a fun time.
When was Lego Batman?
2017.
Yeah.
I have it up.
Was 19 or 20? When was Lego Movie 2?
2019.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, IMDb has Lego Batman movie part 2. Is it just in production hell? Let's see.
I don't know. Mean Girls.
Yo, Indiana Jake, your name seems so familiar. I don't know where from, but whoa, it's Indiana Jake. I'll say it back to you. Oh, Stickler brought up a good point. What about that poll from an hour ago, Sean?
Yeah, I just saw that. All right. Here it is. The poll results. In third place, 2001, 4%.
2000.
All right, 2000. 2013, 43%. Leading the way, best UCS X-Wang. 2023, 52%, Tyler.
Recency bias. Just like people,
It's
throw
not
me with the whole.
recency, it's a better set.
Dude, it's the same thing. People say I have like nostalgia glasses. I'm just gonna say everyone's got recency bias. Then,
No,
right? It goes both ways.
No, because it's like there was something wrong with the instructions in that one. You never opened it. You never built it. It didn't work right. Like people were pissed about it. It was some huge controversy in the AFOL community because like the set didn't work the way the instructions said it was supposed to. There was something wrong with it. I can't remember the exact controversy, but like people had kind of their undies in a bunch about that set.
Thank you, Stickler. Sorry for forgetting about that. We let it marinate though. All right, Lake, Sports Center update. Are we close? What's going on?
Yeah, we're looking pretty good. I'm very happy with the opening night. Obviously, we'll have more with the replay gang rolling in. So I'm gonna say we're in a very good spot right now.
Yo, Cody, talk about it like in terms of like, was it like an end game opening weekend, or was it like a Doctor Strange 1 opening weekend, or like
those both did okay. So I don't know if that's
well, yeah, but I mean, but Endgame's naturally 400 bajillion in one weekend versus Doctor Strange. You had 100 million opening. Like,
pick a worse movie than Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, but I mean, I would assume from what Cody's saying that it wasn't like the Marvel opening weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I would assume it's not that.
I would say Captain America: Civil War.
Oh shit, dude! So, damn, like
We're doing better than last year. I'll say that.
Hell yeah!
Not overall, but at this point where we were last year, we're doing better.
Yeah. So we're reaching out, replay gang. Do your thing, and we're there. Very close.
Yep.
The room.
The room. All right. Weekly pickups. Let's do that, and we'll send the go home. We're at 3 hours. Tyler, I hope it's been sufficiently long for you.
The fact it's already been 3 hours of my life right now is absurd, man. It feels like shorter than that.
So, like, does Mark, is the shirt inside out so that you could have an all black shirt? Is that what we're rocking here? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was my ACOB shirt, but it's a Grimer shirt, so that's why the
Grimer isn't the Pokemon Grimer?
Huh?
There's a Pokemon named Grimer.
Grammar?
Oh, you said Grammar.
Yeah, it's correcting people's grammar. It's something somebody
Oh,
gave
I
me.
thought you said Grimer. I was gonna say you had a Grimer on the shirt, but no.
I was like, huh?
All right. One quick grammar question, Mark.
Yeah.
Have you noticed I think I've drilled it down to 70% of menus.
Hmm.
When nachos are on the menus, they always do an apostrophe S, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Right? It's like,
What do these nachos have? What are you telling
right. They're just nachos, plural.
NACHOS, no apostrophe. Yeah.
Dude, it's on half the menus.
Jeez.
60%. It's crazy. It's just nachos, dude. We don't need
Make
whose
some fine.
nachos are they?
Or what do the nachos have that they're going to give us?
Right.
Nachos what?
Grande.
Right? Which would still not have an apostrophe.
Amy
Nachos don't own
immediately
anything.
Amy, let me tell you something about Amy Schultz. All right.
I love Amy Schultz.
I do too. She is the conscience of ACOB. She always chimes in when appropriate and says, this is right, this is wrong. What is going on with nachos? Like, why is this so hard to comprehend?
Ma?
And this isn't a language barrier thing. People are straight up putting ownership on nachos, and it drives me crazy.
How do you spell whoa?
WOAH.
No. WHOA. WHOA is the way
That's absurd. I don't think I've ever seen
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna go with Tyler.
What's absurd about it? Because if you spell it WOAH, that's how you spell the name Noah. So that word is woa. But if you take the WH from what and the OA from oath, that spells whoa. WHOA. That's the actual spelling, not the way millennials have perverted it. Done. Mic dropped. Good night.
But there's a million of those, man. It's like,
H.
what?
Yeah, but that's
Oh.
not as huge of an infraction as nachos.
It is for me.
Right. So you like the WH? All right.
I like it. I don't like it. That's the way to spell it.
Mark's not wrong, but I'm not mad. Lake, you're in a pondering position.
You know what I missed this week? Every 30 to 45 minutes,
I love
and there's like a brief pause, and all of a sudden we hear the squeak of a sink turning on. When Tyler's in his basement, and I can only assume his father's walked down the stairs to grab some water or something. What's that sound,
You guys
Tyler?
hear the sink?
What's that sound?
Oh,
Is that your
dude,
dad grabbing some water? What is that?
It's got to be the sump pump. It's got to be the sump pump.
There's like a, and we hear
Well,
some
fuck.
water going.
While we're on it, is it ACOB or ACOB?
ACOB.
I've had a lot of ACOBs.
ACOBs.
Yeah.
ACOB?
Well, when you're, in a breves, it's.
I mean, if you really want to look at it that way, it'd be.
I'm just saying, dude.
It'd be ACOB because it looks
I've
like.
had people say, "Oh, from the ACOB." ACOB.
Yeah, and the Arkansas thing, I do say Arkansas because it's funny to me. But it's like that's how kind of like pronunciation goes when it becomes like regional. Like people who say Illinois.
Oh shit! Mind blowing. Here comes CPA. Not just knowledgeable on the finances. The origin of nachos is because it was created by as a person named Nacho. So it's his dish, hence the possessive form.
So 1940s, perhaps from Mexican Spanish nacho. The original form was
I don't know what's real anymore. I'm doubting Santa Claus. I'm doubting.
The original form was Ignacio, the first name of the chef credited with creating the dish. An alternative derivation is from Spanish nacho, which means flat-nosed. So there's a little bit of argument there when you look up etymology.com for nachos. Sorry, I had to jump right in on that because I was like, wait, what? Really?
Shit. All right. All right. Let's get into weekly pickups. Wind it down. Mark, any pickups?
I do, but it's a Bricklink order and I can't find it. That's how I pick stuff up, man. I do have this I picked up recently, though.
Mark, you're a non-set guy.
Oh, no. I got this.
Well, all right. Besides that, what's the last non-crossing set you bought?
It's down here somewhere. Yeah, it's over there. Hold on.
Oh, you bought the Horizon thing, I think.
Yes. Hold on. I gotta. I was not prepared for this. Can you go with somebody else first, please?
Tyler, you might not have it with you. What'd you pick up this week?
I mean, there's probably 3 or 4 things I could show, but of course I don't have them. But next week, if I am back by then, if I'm on the show, I mean, there's a lot more stuff I'll come in the mail too. But I mean, the biggest thing I guess just to like say that I got, because you guys probably all saw, was just all those battle packs.
Yeah, if you're not on the cord, as the kids call it, you got to get in there. Tyler got how many individual boxes of boys? Did you count them up?
So I ordered. Well, so which again, see, look, and you guys had to look out for my dad. See, the first time was one thing, but this second time, yeah, I was sitting there on the couch minding my own damn business, and I saw they went back in stock, and it was my choice to be like, "Yo, Rich," he's sitting at the kitchen table 10 feet away. "Yo, Rich, the battle pack deals are back on there." I could have not even told him, and I could have got all 380 for myself, but nah. I mean, we sat there together at the table, little father-son time, ordering battle pack after battle pack, 1 order, 2 order, 3 order, and I got 200 of them, and he got 180 of them, or 164 of them.
Can you imagine how much of a dick move that would have been if 3 days later you guys are both sitting at the table and all of a sudden 150 boxes of battle packs show up and your dad's like, "What's this?"
Look, I mean, dude, hey, but I'm not trying to call out my dad too much tonight, dude. That dude's gotten some Lego greed on him in the past. I mean, he's getting a little greedy over there. I got to be honest. I mean, you know, I'll maybe share those stories at a different time. But I mean, it's all fun and games. I mean, you know, he's not, but it's a little funny. He's turning into a little greedy Lego collector. Is one.
Okay, so did you see the deal and you tell him right? Or did you see the deal and you like ordered, 20 or 40, and then it was like, "Hey, Dad,
Yeah,
they're available."
yeah, cheer me up to like $130.
I care about that guy so much. I told him right away before I even ordered one.
Wait, hold on.
I believe
So
you.
people were asking, this is an online thing. What was the price online?
Well, $6 online, and so the original deal came
for
out of
in-store
Indianapolis.
pickup or delivered?
It was all delivery, so it came out of
Wait,
Indianapolis.
I've never. That's a what? 10's
But
the lowest I think I've seen online.
These all came out of Nevada, out
Oh.
of Reno, Nevada.
No shit. And it's the set you hate the most too.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about when you look on there, you got to look at the 2-pack of them. Like singly, it's still whatever, like $20. But the 2-pack listing, if you click it, it's different per location. But like, I mean, again, Coop says it's only like me and Creaso's region, maybe, because I mean, it's like, but even then, like, why? Like, it's one thing to be able to order from Indianapolis. I mean, it's 2 hours south, but like, why would we be able to order these from Nevada and not people in Nevada? You know what I mean? I don't know, but I mean, so that's where it was this time.
God damn. All right, Mark, what do you got? You got something?
Yeah, you were correct. And thanks for watching the show and picking this up. That I did pick this up. This would be the most recent one.
Horizon Adventures.
Excited about this. Have you guys seen this game?
It's all right.
This game is balls, man. Like it's got a lot of amazing like Lego stuff in it. Yeah, it's just a Lego version of the game itself, but it's got some really cool designs in it. These figures are awesome. Here they are. These figures are fantastic. And here's a better view of them. Got some cool stuff in there, cool parts. I like the designs a lot too. It's not often I buy something for the design. I buy it more for the parts. But I thought this was had some really cool techniques. Wanted to see the instructions, and I bought this because I'm actually gonna build it.
You gonna put it on your desk? Like,
Well, there's no room on my desk, but I'm gonna put it somewhere.
True.
Yeah. I used to have I had a bamboo plant for years, and then I put it in Matt's office, and he killed it. And so I'm just like, well, I like the bamboo being around, so I'll just make a plastic one. It's not as good as for airflow, and
No, I do like this move. They're doing like $30-$40 botanicals. That's interesting.
Yeah, nobody seems to like the bamboo one, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. It's not any better or worse than, you know. Lake, what do you got, dude?
Look at what's behind him.
Got my
Oh,
bag end.
Yeah, get out.
oh.
Greatest GWP of all time.
Little Deagle and Smeagol.
Got my poster.
It came with a poster?
Well, no, you had to
Oh,
go in
you had
store.
to pick that up in stores.
What?
In stores only for that.
Where's the frame for that thing?
Bro, I've had it for like 3 days.
Where's the picture, bro?
I had it for 3 days, and we had no idea it was coming out till it was already out because Lego has great marketing. Oh, I got something else too. Tyler, you'll appreciate this one.
Bro, why isn't it hung up yet? Sorry. I had to throw it.
Bro.
I felt left out.
Ooh.
Got this one for 30 at Walmart.
30's
Oh.
very fair. Yeah,
Much
very
better,
fair.
much better than 55.
Yeah.
Take a $30 Red Hulk. And I also got the Spider-Man No Way Home set for 70.
66,
right?
isn't that what it's going for? 60, was it, or 70
Yes.
flat?
Yeah. 66.
Sweet.
But no, I saw there were some crazy deals at Target the other day, but not around me apparently.
So Coop is asking if you have a second poster back there.
What this one up here?
Yes.
Is that the poster he's talking about?
Yeah, maybe.
Or
Probably.
is he talking about the third one that's over there?
We can't see that one.
Oh.
So he's
They're not all mine. They're not all mine. Well, one of them is mine, but the other two might be my brother's. So Cooper, if you're looking to hawk one, you might need to do some negotiating in a couple months at Brick World.
He just says bruh.
Cooper doesn't have good luck getting posters. They always seem to get away from him.
Where's he at, by the way?
The Great North.
Okay. Nice. You know what's fun? We have a lot of people canceling their registrations for Chicago.
That's fun.
Typically come from Canada.
Oh,
I
I guess that makes sense.
They're getting travel warnings about coming to the United States right now.
Tyler, you hear that? Hotel's opening up.
Well, I already. Wait, Cody, I didn't tell you. The Rennie already gave me a ring back, and I've got the whole week online.
Oh, you got it all? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know because you didn't have that. You were still waiting on that one day, right? You didn't think that you could get it all.
There was 2, yeah. No Monday, Tuesday. All I had was Wednesday
Okay.
for Sunday. Yeah.
No, Monday, Tuesday.
Well, yeah, but they gave me a ring back, and I've got it. I've got.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Monday night until the following Monday morning. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have to pick up more rooms on Monday, Tuesday next year if we're going to do the Monday to Monday thing. We didn't know about that before we started.
Monday's popular. I mean, a lot of people doing that. A lot of people.
In our room block, there's like 11 nights on Monday for me and my staff, and there's like 28 on. Hey, look, a dog. Wait, there she is. Hey, wait, Ryan. Hi. She knows it's bully stick time, and I have not given her a bully stick yet. So now I've said the words bully stick, and she's like, yes. She has 9 different types of hound, and she knows the word bully stick, and she wants that. She wants it now. She's going to have to wait just a little bit longer. She's a sweetheart. She just turned 3. She's very chill for a puppy.
Mark, this is maybe, I mean, you see it was something awesome. Just, I mean, it's not, but I just want to say, I mean, if you want to answer that, to something awesome's question in the chat.
What's the question? Sorry. Is the convention in a bad part of Chicago?
Well, I just figured maybe you should answer that if the people
I
have
shouldn't laugh at that. No, it's
That laugh is a no.
So it's in a northern suburb of Chicago. That is like the most like vanilla place on the face of the planet. It's also in like a business district that
Pretty
is
insulated.
revolves around Woodfield Mall. So there's like
Shout out to Woodfield Mall.
Yuppies walking puppies. There's a lot of families and businesses and dorks, basically. It's the land of suburb dorks, is what it is. Cubs fans. They're all just Cubs fans. Very gentle, very easy to get to from the airport as well. So no, it's not dangerous. No place anywhere is safe, completely safe. I can't
Except the Rennie, dude.
the Rennie is safe as hell, and we have
Unless you do something wrong.
we have an amazing security team this year.
Well, hey, or unless you sleep in for
If
a
you
couple
do
extra
something
hours,
wrong,
that security
then the
not gonna
Rennie's not the
wake you
safest
up.
place.
So we've got Sean, you and I will talk about this, but we've got a really cool security detail this year, which includes our regular team and some actual stealth bros, not just me throwing on a White Sox cap.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, a very, very, very safe place to visit.
I will
John Marino,
regulate too, though. So
What's that?
I said I will regulate as well if need be. You know,
We have a bunch of people: Bricklock, Reed, Sean, just giant people. Matt Husband, we call the Brick World Bouncer. You're safe. You're 100% safe,
dude. You
And
go
if-
there, it's very enclosed. It's basically Disney. Disney's not popular right now, but it's like the Disney World. You've got a nice buffer.
And if you go outside of the hotel campus, you're basically in Epcot Center.
We go to wild places outside of the campus, such as
Medieval times.
Fox and the Hound, medieval times.
Fox and the Hound.
The worst thing that's gonna happen to him
Wildberry.
is at the garage sale, someone's gonna nab a deal before him. That's
And
gonna
by the
be
way,
worse than him, boys.
I talk my talk and I'm old and whatever, but we got Pockets here. ACOB Army on standby. I would trust him to outrun anyone and outpace anyone. And yeah,
My pockets are deep. Yeah.
yeah, Pockets will get it handled. There is zero concern.
Zero.
There's
Well,
been
1%.
exactly 2 incidents in my 4 years of going there, and they were solved very quickly.
Very quickly. One by you single-handedly.
One by 1.5. Yeah.
That dude left town the minute you talked to him. Left town.
No force used. Just talking. Yeah.
You talk a good talk
Well,
at
Yeah.
6'5" or whatever you are.
I didn't even need that. I put the fear of Schaumburg into him. So.
My favorite story from that year was that. I'm like, where is he? They're like, oh, we took care of it.
Yeah, it was done.
I was like, what? How?
Yeah, don't. What did what did Dalton say from Roadhouse? It's like, be nice, so you don't have to be nice. Shout out to Dalton from Roadhouse. Old heads will get it. All right, where are we at? My pickups.
Yes.
All right. What a ride. All right, so reaching back here, I have to give a huge, gigantic, monstrous shout out to Pockets Master. Nope. All Z bricks. I was just talking about Pockets. Look at these girls and boys right here. Now, it might seem insignificant.
Yeah.
Is that how it feels, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, a couple of brickheads.
Mm-hmm.
Unintended. This is the most important and probably expensive couple of brickheads of all time. This Minnie Mouse might be, outside of Comic-Con exclusives, the most expensive brickhead there is. Did you know that?
I did not.
Tyler's thinking about Lego Movie 2 brickheads right now.
You're getting
yeah.
This one up there as well.
All right.
But it was a very nice gift from All Z Bricks. So I want to say thank you so much.
Aw. Nice.
Yeah.
It's a warm-hearted pickup.
Are they ever gonna see the light of day, Sean? Or are you keeping those things in the box?
I want to open them. And to be clear, I guess I haven't looked up Brickhead's values. Everyone's like, no, man, there's a 320 Normie boy. Those two could together well into the mid to high 200s for those two together. So it was a very, very nice gift from LZ Bricks. Mini in particular is quite rare and going up every day. There is not a normal mini. What else? He also sent up here in the top left, right region. I'm going backwards. A nice ACOB laser printed logo up here. There it is.
Very nice.
Got it.
Yeah. Lastly, for this week, we got. So on Sunday, took the kids to Minecraft movie. Was already tempted, but wanted it. We picked it up after. We got this thing too, right here.
How was that movie?
It was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Corny, weird, expected it, but somehow broke through to being halfway decent. I know it's like a giant meme movie now, but I was like, you know what? I've taken my kids to 70 movies, and I'm like, I didn't hate this one that much.
Ringing endorsement.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the best I could do at the moment. But
Yeah, very good. Put you on the spot.
This is, yeah. So the Randall's really awesome.
Which one's Randall?
The one that looks like Randy Savage.
Okay, honestly, I don't even know who he looks like.
Jason Momoa.
Christ.
Okay,
Mark,
Jason
you hear
Momoa.
that? He doesn't
Okay.
even know who that is. The Macho Man.
Yeah, it triggered.
Garrett. Right here.
The pink jacket man.
Yeah. God damn it.
You got it. You got it.
All right. So Garrett is amazing.
Sean, people are asking, did the theater erupt, and was there a lot of audience reaction?
No, it's weird. I've gotten asked that question a lot. It was quite full. It was 80% full. I know there were like meme, screenings. Didn't happen with us. So,
can you guys believe how stacked the rest of the month? I mean, there's Andor season 2, which hopefully I like. There's Revenge of the Sith back in theaters. There's Thunderbolts. There's Tales of the Underworld, and then there's Walking Dead: Dead City, all within 2 weeks of each other. I can't wait. Damn, you guys are all so excited.
Shreddy. Tyler, did you
That's
go?
crazy, man. Yeah, Cody, you know what you were doing. Yeah.
I wasn't doing nothing, man. TV's been great lately.
Cody, couldn't you give me a little bit of hell yeah, Tyler? Yeah.
I'm happy for you, Tyler. I'm very happy for you.
Well, dude, I mean, that's for all
Oh
of
yeah,
us,
Brick
right?
by
Maybe
Brick's
not The
real
Walking
name is
Dead,
Garrett. So
but
that's
everything
good.
else is for all of us.
Not his basement.
No feedback for Brother Tyler.
Just completely hard nosed him.
Sorry, Tyler. Run back the things you're looking forward to.
Yeah, say those again. There's too many.
Yeah, there was so many.
Okay, I mean, see, 4 out of the 5. I mean, all right. Are you guys literally just having the stigma because I said a Walking Dead project in there?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of ended it kind of.
It kind of.
Bad.
I'll be honest with you. As soon as you said Walking Dead, I tuned out. But give me the real movies.
Okay, yeah. Revenge of the Sith back in theaters. Andor season 2. Star Wars: Tales of the Underworld. Marvel's Thunderbolts, and then I won't even say it again because you guys won't say anything
right.
if I say the
Here-
next one.
I'm
Here's my
excited for
problem. Here's
Tales
where
of the
I tuned
Underworld.
out.
That's what I'm excited for.
Blake, back me up. Half those things you're never gonna watch.
What? Every single thing I'm gonna watch.
You haven't
Unless
seen
Andor's
Andor
slow
1.
again.
You haven't seen Andor.
Yeah,
1.
you're not going to get through Andor 2.
You haven't seen Andor 1?
No.
I'm on episode,
This
I'm on
alleged
Full Zone's
big
episode
fan.
8. It's just Mark. I gotta watch it in like 5-minute increments. Like I literally just can't,
5-minute increments?
Mark, through episode 7 or 8, when I try to watch it again, like maybe 6 months ago, it would be 5 minutes watching the episode, then 20 minutes doing something else, 5 minutes back, 20 and it took like 4 hours to get through one episode just because it was 20-minute breaks every 5 minutes. So
Okay.
You might not get through Tales of the Underworld, so you'll get through
Right.
Walking Dead, probably, right? And you'll get
You will
through
deep
Thunderbolts.
dive on Walking Dead. You'll suck it all up and enjoy it. That's the only thing out of the whole list that you'll actually.
No, he'll do Thunderbolts.
yeah, dude, Sean, all the Thunderbolts characters are some of my favorite MCU characters. I mean,
Nobody knows who they are though.
Yeah, but to Tyler, they're like
Oh.
they're all his number ones.
yeah.
Name them.
And Revenge of the Sith. I mean, I'm probably gonna see that 3 or 4 times.
Name the Thunderbolts. Nobody knows who they are.
Hey, just you watch, Sean. When Thunderbolts makes $1 billion, man, you just watch.
It's not gonna make $1 billion.
You couldn't even make something up.
Did you say
Do you
billion with
realize,
a B?
Tyler, you could have said James Thunderbolt? and I
Billion
would've
with a
been, okay.
Man, you guys. I mean, have you
No,
guys not
Mark.
seen
Mark
the
would have been
opening? Like
interested if you would have said James Thunderbolt's a great character, and you can't even name one of the many individual Thunderbolts, dude.
John Walker, Taskmaster, Ghost, Red Guardian. I mean, if you want to count Bucky, sure, and then Sentry's the villain.
Oh, I know 4 of those.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, we're coming off of Severance and White Lotus and Daredevil's going on. And we got
Too
Last of
corporate
Us
for me.
starting.
So
Cody,
good.
too corporate for me.
Okay.
Oscar bait and too corporate. Yeah.
Wow. I have no current show. Lotus is gone. I don't know what to do, but
We got 3 episodes left.
of White Lotus,
Yeah.
you haven't finished.
No.
Christ.
Matt's been really busy with work, and I have to watch it with Matt's husband, and now he's traveling. And family was in town last weekend, so we haven't had time to catch up, and we're 3 weeks behind. So, and the ending has already been spoiled for me by memes. So,
Oh, you know who dies?
I do, but
Not as important. That show is not even about that, but yeah,
I know.
I'm sorry.
I thought maybe they'd freak us out and they'd psych us out, and nobody would die. But I know that's wrong now.
All right. Torso says, here's here's your plan, Tyler. Black Widow, Captain Crunch, the Bulk.
Dude. All right, all right. I'll be honest. I'll lay down the foot. It's a bunch of
Black
bullshit.
Widow.
How all of you guys are against Thunderbolts. I mean, I don't believe it for a second. How there's not a single person in the comment section that actually I don't believe it. You guys are just trolling.
All those characters are from bad
Fucking is,
movies.
dude.
Who is Torso Cracker? Because I love them. I really love them.
Daredevil just wrapped up. That
Is
was
it going
good.
well?
Oh, speaking of that, okay, all right. I don't think I've ever met Good Life.
Shout out
Freaks
to Good
before.
Life, great channel.
That's what I'm saying. I
Guys,
mean,
what's
It's
up?
got one more episode, Sean.
I was gonna leave a comment.
I'm
underneath
sorry.
last-
Ostef, our friend, misinformed. He goes, "It's over." So
No, it's got one more, doesn't it?
no, I think it's over.
What?
Yo, Sean, I was gonna comment last week that if he's Good Life Bricks, I guess I'm Bad Life Bricks.
Jeez. All right.
He'd just be life. Life can just be life sometimes.
I guess that's true. It doesn't have to be good or bad. Yeah, you're right.
Ostef's
No,
incorrect.
life-
There's
yeah,
one more
it's
episode.
hopeful. We hope you make a comeback. Squadron says he'll go watch Thunderbolts. Tyler, just for you.
Me too.
Tyler, I'll go watch it. If you, I want a separate text of everything else we talk about, convincing me to watch it. I'll watch it. We'll talk about it.
Well, when you
Yep.
guys see my Instagram
Never
story hyping it up, giving it a 9.6 out of 10, you guys will all
You'll do
want
that
to.
even if it's bad, though. So I want a personal text.
and
I
that's the
want
crazy
a
part.
very
I mean-
hold on. I want a very personal text that says, "I think you'll like this for these reasons."
Okay.
Right?
Yo,
'Cause I
Comic
never
Bricks, I
text
did
you.
watch Reacher episode 1.
Yeah.
And it was good. Reacher episode 1 was good, but not good enough for me to watch any more after that 2 weeks ago. So we'll see where that goes. Ostef was 19 minutes behind.
Damn.
Thunderbolt's getting good buzz. Listen, I want MCU to make a comeback or a come be, whatever they call it. It's I don't know, man. Tyler, I love how you're holding on. Do you like the Captain America, the recent one? I forget.
Absolutely loved it. I mean, it's
You're the one
type
guy.
of MCU I like.
Jesus.
Damn.
I mean, I liked Black Widow, man. I like the movie Black Widow. I think all the Iron Man movies are overrated, and Iron Man 3 is the best of those 3.
I haven't looked it up, but that's universally panned as like bottom tier MCU movie.
John Walker is in my top 4, and these days maybe even top 3. I think he is probably my 3rd. Actually, no. I take that back because it goes Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes, Sam Wilson, John Walker is 4. So yeah, John Walker is my 4th favorite MCU character.
Damn.
That's just how the wind flows around here, I guess.
Man. Closing thoughts. You got to get back to it.
Yeah.
We
Doug.
got the set coming out very, very soon. Like, run it down.
Get your orders in.
There it is. That's why he's the best in the biz. No, Box of Boys Live, second full size UGS set.
Oh, I would like to mention it's the same size as the set from last year. It's the Box of Boys sized box. So it's going to be the 7.5, 5.5, 1 3/4. So same size box. It should be nice and sturdy again. The thick cardboard.
That is something, Tyler, you commented on. The
box size?
Not just the size, but the girth, the thickness of the box. You appreciated that. It was like old school Star Wars box.
I'm gonna be frank. I don't know if I've ever talked about girth of a box in my life, Sean. Maybe I did.
Dude, you rubbed your hands around it. You felt it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll play along with it. Yes. I rubbed that box. I loved it. I rubbed it. It's very girthy. It's fantastic. That's what. There, you got me, Sean.
Are you still upset about the Thunderbolts? Nobody cares?
No, dude, you're right. No, dude, girthy box. All right, girthy boxes, man. I love them.
Hey, at least we didn't do the small boy, in-store new Box of Boys box. The band torso. Like, what a move by you. Tremendous.
Thank you.
And then, of course, if you buy 3, you're guaranteed a mark. Mark bought 3. He wants a mark.
Want me?
figure.
Yeah.
He wants a him.
He wants himself.
And I love that about Mark. We probably would have found a way to give him a mark, but he's buying one. He wants it outright. Mark, where are you going to put this? Living room, dining room table. What are we doing?
Bedroom.
In a
bedroom. What are we doing?
in a
You gonna
brick
put it where
shell
you brush your
lamp
teeth?
case,
What are we
like
doing?
wear on my chest. Yeah.
All right.
Go in there.
11. Unprecedented, like 11 printed parts, no stickers whatsoever.
Oh, we hate stickers.
We hate them all. Brickworld logo, Box of Boys, ACOB,
Duck
torsos.
bricks.
I mean, it's just out of control. So it's open now. We're open for a week. Subject to change, we'll figure it out. But yeah, man.
Get the orders in and I'll start putting them together.
Yeah. And if you guys are ordering and not picking up at Brickworld, again, they'll be sent out the order received. So there you go.
Yeah, so everyone
This
who
is a
jumped on it
one-man
tonight.
show, so Lake will send your shit. Order one.
Let's sort all those pieces, put it all together, but we'll get it done. That's why we do this a couple weeks out, a couple months out.
There you go. Tyler, closing thoughts outside of Thunderbolts. What are you looking forward to?
We'll see. I'm pretty excited. I mean, I got another week or so up here. Then I'm back. A couple weeks of just doing my own thing, and then May 4th naturally super hype. There's a couple things going on. I'll just kind of say it, but without saying too much. Like some stuff Krista and I are doing for May 4th. 2 or 3 different things. So excited for that. At that point, then May's kind of middle of May's a little clear. Just at that point, just I guess just more of the solo stuff, and then naturally June is going to be insane. At this point, yeah. As Austin said, 60 days away. That's 2 months. Man, it's
gonna go quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Mark, dude, Couple months in, dude. Are you feeling it yet or what?
Oh, I am. I'd say my thought right now, just after this this great experience tonight. Thank you, sir, for the hype.
Yeah, no, for sure. Dude, all roads lead to Brick World. Again, if you can't go, I'm sorry. Get there next year. We say it every year. And more people do. Mark, you remember 2023? Some people were like, not this year, but 24. Not this year, but 25. We got a lot saying not this year, but 26. And they are following through on their word. So I'm really hyped about it.
Me too. And 100%, like, you bring it every week. You're bringing the people in. You're hyping it more than I am myself, even on my own stream. So,
well,
appreciate you. Appreciate the girth gang.
I mean, it's on your logo, so, people know what it's about.
Yeah.
Like, closing thoughts as we round up.
Thank you, everyone, for supporting. Obviously, we can't do this stuff without you guys, and you've shown up every time we've done something like this. It's awesome to be able to do it again this year. I can't wait to get to Brick World to get to hand these out to people, but also I'm dreading it because I gotta make sure all this stuff gets done in time. But we're off to a great start, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. And Tyler, your hat's looking dumb as hell. That's all I can say right now.
Dude, honestly, this is
Like
so
a beret.
crazy.
What
You
are you
just
doing?
said something mean to me, but I was literally about to just bring up how, like, I'm thinking back to the days where I first met Cody. The first experience I had with him was in the elevator. Because, right? I mean, Sean, wasn't it you and me? Or no. Cody came up to the room, right? And then we all went down the elevator together. Yeah. And that was the first time, because at that
Yeah, but
point,
you
you
didn't
were
have
only on,
that
like,
hat
the show
on.
once. And, like, I was just about to, like, compliment how, like, dude, it's been a fucking journey, man. Like, we're fucking good friends now, talk a lot. But then you fucking came back with saying my hat looks stupid. It's like,
if you would have said all that, I would say, man, that's so kind of you, Tyler. It's been great getting to know you as well. Can't wait to do it again this year. But if you had said that, maybe we would go down
You
that
didn't
path.
say any of those
fuck
things.
that hat, then, dude. Damn it, ruining friendships over that damn car.
Oh, shit.
It's a cool hat.
Well, I mean, look, I'll put it on right. There we go, guys.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, what a ride. For Brent from Brent's Bricks, for Lake, the creator, making it all possible. Thank you so much, sir. For Tyler in a undisclosed location, just thumbs up if you're okay, Tyler.
I'll just say this: a lot of goodies over there, but I can't go over there.
Oh, I saw
I know you guys are
coloration.
tired of it, but that's strictly forbidden on camera.
Jesus. For Mark, the CBO of Brick World, aka Stealth Mark. We sincerely appreciate your support in trying to make this set happen. It's just all for fun. Trust us. It's not for profit. We want to see this thing get out there and get made for all the boys. We'll see you right here next week because we are a couple of brickheads. Yeah. Peace.